What's up, everybody? This is Johnny Basement, and we are back here in the basement for the New York Rangers versus the Pittsburgh Penguins in a classic rivalry game between two hated teams amongst each other, man. This is a great rivalry game right here. For years, the Penguins were always better than the Rangers, but not anymore. Not anymore. The Penguins have held on to the past for far too long. Far too long. And now we're just getting in here, just getting underway right now. We got interesting lineups today. Interesting lineups. He's moved some things around. Patrick Kane is down to the third line. Our fourth line, again, VC, Goodrow, Tyler Mott, is always the same. We have the first line is Panarin, Meekin, and Tarasenko. Panarin, Mika, and Tarasenko are on the first line. Second line is Kreider, Vinny Trocheck, and Kako. So they broke up the kid line a little bit, and they put Patrick Kane down on the third line. So I think that what Gallant's trying to do is get away from everybody trying to force passes to Patrick Kane. And I think that's what we've been seeing, and I think that's what's been happening here with the game. So, and with the way the Rangers have been playing lately, even though we won 2 in a row, they haven't looked comfortable. The Rangers haven't looked comfortable. That's the term that I'm looking for yesterday. They're not looking comfortable. Even though they've won the last 2, it's been more of a even though they won the last 2, it's been a bit of a struggle. Heedle with the shot on net. Just underway here, guys. Just underway. Manav, OG Cellar Dweller accounted for and first in the basement. Manav, what's going on, brother? Good to see you in here, man. Hit that like button, Manav. Hit that like button, man. What's happening today? Let's go. Let's go. We got Yaroslav Halak starting the game today. So, and he's been on a roll, as we talked about, man. He's started out rough this season, but now he's back. He's back and playing really good, back to his good goaltending, man. Even though he's an older goalie, we knew when he started at 1-6, we all wanted him out of here. Figured, hey, this guy's too old. But since then, he's been nice 7-1 out of his next 8 starts. So he proved himself, and he could get back on and be the goalie that he's been. So, he's been a journeyman backup, been a bit of a starter. He had really good years with the Islanders. But for us lately, the guy's been back on point. That's what we need. We need that, especially in this playoff push. We're 83 points. We're third in the Metro. We're 6th overall, 9th overall in the entire league, and 6th overall in the entire Eastern Conference. So the Rangers are there. We're doing it. We're definitely doing it right now. But I want to see better things, and I'm waiting for that game. The breakout game that we know is coming, the breakout game with all these stars on this team is coming. We know it's coming. We got our fourth line out there right now. Again, that's VC, Mod, and Goodrow. Well, you got a penalty already? Hold on here. Hold on. Let me see what's going on. Wow, Goodrow hooked him. He hooked him. Justin, another cellar dweller accounted for. Justin in the basement. What's up, Justin? Igor is too good. Igor is phenomenal, man. Igor is a tremendous goalie. He's had a little bit of a weird year this year, though. A little bit of a weird year. Letting up a few more rebounds, and he's giving up some weak goals. But overall, the kid is a monster, an absolute monster. He's getting a break today. He started the last 2 games. He got 2 wins out of it. And now we got Halak in net today. And this is a huge game for both teams. Points. We know we're going to the playoffs, but Pittsburgh's really fighting for a playoff spot. They're on the power play right now. Again, they didn't call it, but it appeared – I didn't hear it. I shouldn't say they didn't call it. I didn't hear it, but I think Goodrow's in there for hooking. It looked like he hooked him anyway. Whatever the case, there's 1:30 left for the power play for Pittsburgh. Justin, what are your thoughts on Jalen Ramsey to the Dolphins? Yeah, the Dolphins need serious help on defense, man. Their secondary, I mean, Howard's good, but their secondary overall really wasn't that great. Jalen Ramsey's still a top corner in the league. He's a little bit older now, man. He's a little bit older, but it's a humongous pickup for the Dolphins. How can it not be? If I'm a Dolphin fan, I'm more concerned about what's going on at quarterback. Is Tua going to come back? Is he going to be the guy? Do the Dolphins, everybody's talking about the Jets. We all know what's going on there. But the Dolphins, good save by Halak. Actually, it was shot right at him, but we'll take it as a good save. 45 seconds left in the power play for Pittsburgh. I'd be more concerned if I was a Dolphin fan how Tua's doing. Because with all this stuff going on with the quarterbacks and the teams that need quarterbacks, and the Panthers made that big trade to the number one slot with the Bears, by the way, so they're already going to get a quarterback. But you got these guys out there right now, and the Dolphins miss out on all these quarterbacks out there, and then Tua comes back and he's not fully recovered. And what if he doesn't come back? He took some serious shots last year. He got massive concussions, man. That's not something you want to play around with when you're talking about the rest of your life. Oh, going for a shorty. Going for a shorty. Vinny's down there. Shot by Kako on net. Missed the net, but we're going for a shorty there. Good penalty kill so far by the Rangers. We got about 15 seconds left on that. Pittsburgh bringing it back down to our zone right now. Another delayed penalty on the Rangers, so they're about to have a two-man advantage, Pittsburgh. So we're giving them another power play. Good start for the Rangers. We're going to give them another power play. So, yeah, it's a great pickup, Justin, by the Dolphins. But you know what? What if Tua doesn't come back and all these other quarterbacks are gone? What do you do? So Vinny hit high sticking, man. High sticking on Vinny. Wow, did he high stick him. Man, he got – oh, my gosh. If you guys are watching this, it's 5-on-3. Pittsburgh has a 5-on-3 right now, but it's only for 6 more seconds. Boy, what a high stick. That had to have hurt. All right, now it's a regular power play, 5-on-4 for Pittsburgh. Basically, this is like a major penalty. Back-to-back penalties. Mika coming up. Rangers going for a shorty. Mika coming up. Bring it up. Get that shorty. Let's go. Oh, they gave it back. Now we're talking 3-on-2 breakaway by Pittsburgh. This is basically a 5-minute power play for the Penguins. Back-to-back 4-minute power plays. But I'm just saying. We gave them back-to-backs. Do we have another power play we're giving them? Is this 3 in a row? I'm not even joking. Justin, what would the Jets? I'll get to that in a second. I don't. That's interesting there, Justin. Another high sticking. What is going on? So this is the start of the game. The Rangers give the Penguins a power play in the first 5 minutes. First 4 minutes of the game, we give them a power play. In that power play, we give them another power play. So it's 5-on-3. Now went back to 5-on-4. Still in the power play, guys. Then we give them back to 5-on-3 because we give them another high sticking. So we've committed 3 penalties in 5.5 minutes. 3 penalties in 5.5 minutes. It'll be a miracle if we don't give up a goal during all this. Halak, another save. Another save by Halak. 1 minute left in the 5-on-3. 1 minute left in the 5-on-3. I don't know how much time is left overall because I got confused with all these penalties going on. Another save by Halak. Halak is working, man. Good saves. 40 seconds left. Justin, I'll get back to your question in a minute. Malkin's, come on, man. Somebody step up. Goal. There it is. That had to have happened. Of course it's going to be a goal. You can't give a team like that all those penalties in a row. 3 penalties in a row by the Rangers. 3 in a row. All within a penalty. That was really bad. Really bad start to the game by the Rangers. And again, we're giving up the first goal. We haven't scored the first goal in the game in a while. We're giving up another game where we're down 1-0. Again, it's 3rd game in a row. Probably more than that. I mean, what else can Halak do? It's 5-on-3, 2 different times. By the way, the Penguins are still on the power play for another minute and 2 seconds. So it's 5-on-4 now for another minute, 2 seconds. Justin, we got 30 seconds left on Pittsburgh's endless power play. The Jets aren't going to have to give up a first rounder. That's the good news. They keep saying that the package compensation between the Jets and the Packers are already done. They're just waiting on Aaron Rodgers. I don't know what the package is. I just tried to see if there was an update just now, but there really isn't. They aren't really revealing what the compensations are, but what they have said that it's believed to be that they aren't going to be trading any first-round picks because they don't have to. They're actually doing the Packers a favor by getting rid of the $50 million that they owe them each year, this year and next. So the Jets are actually doing them a favor. I don't know how many other teams are that seriously involved for Aaron Rodgers right now, Justin. So I think that's what we're looking at, man. That's what we're looking at. So they're not really giving us much more to go on right now, Justin. It's all a matter of who is going to do what when it comes to Aaron Rodgers. Once he says he wants to be traded or retired, there's going to be a whirlwind of stuff going on. He says he wants to come to New York. That's going to be the topic forever. It's going to be the topic. So it's going to be interesting, man. It's going to be really interesting to see what happens here, Justin. But they're not really giving much on it right now. I don't know what kind of players they may want back, but we'll see. Luke, welcome into the basement, Luke. Subscribe, bell notice, hit the like button for me, Luke. Welcome in, brother. Welcome in, man. Rangers fan from Poland. There you go. We usually have a lot of Australia and Germany in here and Canada and all over the United States, Luke. That is awesome, man. Welcome in, brother. Welcome in, man. We're doing the Knicks game tonight too, man. So we're here. We're going. Welcome in, Luke. Rangers fan from Poland. Have you always been from Poland and living there and just became a Ranger fan, or are you originally from here and moved to Poland? What's the story there, Luke? Justin, so that's what I think on that, man. What about, Justin, back to you. What about the Buffalo Bills, man? What are they going to do for a running back? What are the Bills going to do for a running back? Because honestly, I think that's all they need to do. I think the Bills just need a running back. All right, we're back underway here. Rangers got away with only giving up one goal and 3 straight penalties during a power play. 3 straight penalties during a power play. Pittsburgh gets the power play. Rangers commit another penalty within the power play, gave them 5-on-3. Then we get it back to 5-on-4. Then the Rangers want to commit another penalty. 2 high stickings in a row within Pittsburgh's power play. So we give them another 5-on-3. We only gave up one goal in about 5 minutes of power plays of being one man down. Now both teams are back to full strength. 12:15 left in the first period. Lewandowski, Justin. Lewandowski is the GOAT. Is that soccer? Is that soccer, Justin? I don't know that too well. So let's see. Luke, my sis lives in upstate New York. All right, Luke. All right, well, there you go. We got Rangers all right, man. We got the Rangers. Let's go. Patrick Kane on the team. Tarasenko on the team. Rangers, for a super team that we have, we sure do give up the first goal every game so far. But it's going to take a minute for the team to gel. We're going to be okay. The Rangers are going to be okay. They're just figuring each other out. And the team really has to realize that you do not have to keep forcing the puck to Patrick Kane. That's why they separated Kane. That's why Coach Gallant today, I think, separated Kane from Panarin's line so Panarin doesn't have this feeling of having to pass to him all the time, which Kane isn't doing that. They're doing this to themselves. The players are doing this to themselves. So I think that's really the reason. I think that's the reason why Gallant has broken the lines. I've been dropped Kane down to the bottom 6, to the 3rd line to see how it's going to work with Lafreniere and Filipino. That's interesting to have Kane out there with them. That's really interesting because our kid line is really working. So Kako moved up to the 2nd line with Vinny and Kreider. Our first line, again, for those that missed it, is Tarasenko, Panarin, and Mika. I don't know why I couldn't get that out. Justin, James Cook needs to gain more weight, but I like James Cook and Liam Hines. Offensive coordinator O-line has been an issue. O-line's definitely been an issue for the Bills for sure this year, Justin. Josh Allen was under a lot of pressure, a lot more pressure than he's normally been under. And Micah Hyde and Von Miller getting hurt didn't help either, man. But yeah, James Cook, jury's still out on him. Devin Singletary, I think the book's done on him. James Cook is drafted. They should utilize him a lot more, man. Josh Allen can't keep carrying the load. He can't keep doing it because he's going to get injured eventually. And when you get deeper into the playoffs, it's harder. It's harder to get past the better teams that know you don't have a running back. It happened to John Elway in the 80s and 90s. Until he won the Super Bowl, John Elway never had a running back. Sammy Winder and Steve Sewell, recognize these names? Of course not. These guys were his running backs. He carried those teams on his back into Super Bowls, and they got rolled by teams that were way better. Giants, Redskins, way better. Rangers pulling it back up into the zone, in the Pittsburgh zone. Who we got? Oh, you did, Luke. Thank you. Manav, hey, Luke from California. Luke, Justin read that. Manav, is the NFL letting DeMar Hamlin play next season? I don't know if it wouldn't be on the NFL, Manav. It's really on the Bills, and it's on Hamlin mainly and the doctors clearing him. As long as he gets cleared by the doctors, he'd be able to play just like anybody else. Luke, I was at MSG one time watching Rangers versus Predators. My brother-in-law is a diehard Rangers fan, so I am too. There you go. You're in with the right squad, Luke. You're in with the right squad. Rangers came within 2 games of the Stanley Cup last season. We know that. And now we got a much stronger team this year. We're just trying to work it out, trying to gel it out. 9:45 left in the first period, 1-0 Pittsburgh. Like I said, that breakout game for the Rangers is coming. Our breakout game with this team intact is coming. It's coming. I just don't like the way the team has looked lately. Even though we're winning 2 in a row, I don't like the way the team has looked. We look like we're struggling. We're trying to rediscover ourselves, rediscover our format. That's what it's looking like right now. Seth, another cellar dweller accounted for. Seth in the basement. What's up, Seth? Go Pittsburgh. Yeah, I know it, brother. I know it. I know you coming in with. I saw you change your picture over to Pittsburgh, bro. We gave Pittsburgh 3 penalties in the first 5 minutes of the game and gave you guys about 5 minutes worth of penalties. You had 2 5-on-3s. We luckily came out with only giving up 1 goal. Luckily only gave up 1 goal. It could have been a real mess. Goodrow bringing it up right now. Rangers need to get back on the board and get that goal back. Horrendous start for the Rangers in this game today. Horrendous start. Keep walking out. Yes, we scored. Looked like Jimmy Vesey. Scored. It was Vesey. He's been doing a lot better his second time around with the Rangers. He's been playing a lot better. His first time with the Rangers wasn't that great. His second time, we just tied it up 1-1. 1-1. Vesey kept working at the net, kept pressing. I think Goodrow scored that, not Vesey. Even the announcer said Vesey. It was Goodrow. Unless Vesey tipped it, I didn't see it. Because Goodrow put it in. Anyway, it's 1-1. That's what's important. Manav, Warriors beat the Bucks last night in overtime, Seth, because of Steph Curry. That would sound like something, a win because of Steph Curry sounds on point. Steph's in the game, you got more than a chance. Let's play defense. Let's keep this up. 8:30 left in the first period. It's 1-1. Justin, John Elway is the perfect comparison to Josh Allen. It's true. Justin, when you watch John Elway's career, just like Josh Allen, he's carrying a team on his back. Being the quarterback, being the running back, helping out the receivers by going and running all over the place. But when you get to the better teams that know it's all on you, meaning the quarterback, they're not going to worry about the running backs. They're going to bring up that. They're going to drop everybody back and make you beat them. Until John Elway got Terrell Davis, he wasn't going to win a Super Bowl. Wasn't going to win one. Remember that, Joe? They walked into Joe Montana, the 49ers, it was 55-10. And the Broncos weren't even in the same stratosphere as that Montana 49 team with Jerry Rice and John Taylor and Roger Craig. And you just aren't in the same stratosphere with teams like that. Just not. The John Elway didn't have a team like that. Three amigos, Ricky Nattiel, Vaughn Johnson. I mean, these guys, Vance Johnson. I said Vaughn Johnson. That was a linebacker for the New Orleans Saints. So that's what I mean by that. So anyway, whatever the case, John Elway and Dan Marino never got a running back. And what happened to Dan Marino? He never won a Super Bowl. Never won one. Made it in his second year, never made it back because he never had a running back. So, yeah, Josh Allen needs one, man. He needs one badly because he gets a running back. Watch out. Watch out. Because they got the team. Buffalo has the team. I really thought they were going to make the Super Bowl and win it this year. I really did. The beginning of the season, I said it, and I really thought it. So, goes to show you, man, just because, I mean, I'm a Jet fan. I'm a diehard Jets fan. Everybody thinks, oh, you get Aaron Rodgers, you get Lamar Jackson, you get somebody like that, you guys are winning the whole thing. Not necessarily. Not necessarily. We have the defense, but is the defense going to match what we did last year? I mean, this past season? We finished 4th overall. Going to match that again? I mean, everything's got to fall in place, and you got to hope the injury bug complies as well. Everything. So there is some luck to falling into place when you win championships. Of course, the team, the coaching, all of that, but there is a little luck in there that you need, and not having the injury bug all over your team is a big, a big one. And Bills fans know this. 8-12 left in the first, still 1-1 in the Rangers zone right now. Seth, my Pittsburgh Penguins are the best. Hey, they got 3 championships. It was a while ago, I know, but hey, Pittsburgh's still around. They're still around, Seth. They're still around. The Rangers are coming up, but Bruins right now. The Bruins are the team. The Bruins just lost. I was watching the end of that game before this one started. This game took a little bit of a later start, waiting on the Bruins game to end. And speaking of Bruins, where is Bruin? Featherstone, another cellar dweller accounted for, another Ozzy in the basement. What's up, Featherstone? Actually, Featherstone, I think you're the first Ozzy in the basement. You are. You're the first Ozzy in the basement. What's happening? Manav says, what's up? Sidney Crosby, great player, no doubt. Sidney Crosby's one of the greatest players the game's ever seen. He's definitely one of the greatest the game has ever seen. Sidney Crosby, Malkin, Chris Letang, you guys got staples on the team that have been there for a while. Marc-Andre Fleury, three-time champion goalie you guys had during that stretch. The last goalie that was taken number 1 overall. Marc-Andre Fleury is a modern-day legend. He's going to be a first-ballot Hall of Famer. He's the greatest goalie of his era. Andre Vasilevsky's another one that's playing right now. It's first-ballot Hall of Famer, 2-time champion, made 3 Cup finals and won 2 of them. I mean, he's made more than that. I'm saying 3 in a row. He's made 4 finals. They lost to the Blackhawks also previously. I believe that was in 2017. Bulldog, another cellar dweller accounted for. Bulldog in the basement. What's happening, brother? Yep, go Rangers. Amen. Justin, do you think McDavid will want out of Edmonton if they don't make it far in the playoffs? You never know nowadays, man. That would be a monster loss, man, if Edmonton lost a player like McDavid. But, hey, then again, that's the same franchise that traded away Wayne Gretzky in his prime. Like, how do you trade away Wayne Gretzky in his prime? They did it. So who knows what the Oilers will do? Who knows what they'll do? I mean, granted, it's a different regime, but, I mean, how do you trade away Wayne Gretzky in his prime? Raiders another shot on net. That's what you got to do. It's a good save by Jari, but you got to make the goalie go corner to corner. You got to stretch him out. You got to make him work. You can't just take shots on the goalie sitting still. You can't do it because he's not. I mean, how easy is that? You stretch the goalie out, make him work the whole net side to side, side to side. Then you can do better passing and one-timers and set him up for. I mean, that's how you work a goalie. You don't just take shots on him and he doesn't have to move. So we got the 4th line out there now. Tyler Mott. What are you doing? What are you doing? There you go. We got it back in. We're in the Pittsburgh zone right now. Bulldog, I lost it last night during the Celtics-Hawks game. It's what being a fan's all about, Bulldog. You got to lose it during games. What's being a fan's all about, man. I do it all the time. That's what being a fan's all about, man. I go for anybody that's playing the Celtics, man. Anybody. So I hear you, brother. It was good on there, man. I jumped in at the end right before I crashed, man. I wanted to make sure I got in there. So good stuff, Bulldog. Good stuff, man. I like that. I like the way you have the score up there too, man. I like that. Luke, Justin, that is possible. Did you see his face after the Maple Leafs game? McDavid, yeah, you never know. It's possible. It is possible. You never know with these players today, man. Players get upset. They don't want to play on a bad team, or they want to be part of stuff, man. It just Justin is that? Yeah, that is possible. McDavid, you never know, but that would be a monster loss for the Oilers, man. Monster loss. 4:22 left in the first period, 1-1. They have a face-off down here in the Rangers zone. We got Kane, Lafreniere, and Hedl. Kane is on the kid line today, and I'm loving it. Shoot that! Come on, guys. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go, Mikola. Get it out of there. Let's go. What do we got? Tim, another cellar dweller accounted for. Another Aussie accounted for. Tim's in the basement. Tim, what do you got? Brisbane, really? Go Bombers. Yeah, Tim. Brisbane, all the way, brother. Go Lions, man. I hear you, Tim. Yep, that's where we're at, brother. That's where we're at, man. Thanks for showing up, man. Thanks for watching, too, Tim. Appreciate it, man. Bulldog, I don't pay attention to cricket, but that's a lot of points. I don't know anything about cricket. That's why I can't comment on it, man. Tim, going to work. Have a nice day. Thanks, Tim. Thanks for dropping in, hitting the like button for me, too, brother. Thanks for the support. 39-degree heat, too. Oh, man. Yeah, I know it's real hot for you guys right now. It's about 40-something here today. But we're going to be, hey, we get the real heat here in July and August. The real heat, July and August is the worst here. Occasionally in June, but mainly July and August. Bulldog, thanks for yours. Oh, yeah, no problem, man. No problem. Like I said, I'm doing my stream. I ate dinner, took care of Rocco outside, came back in. The game was still on. I said, let me hop in there for a minute, man. So I try to when I can, Bulldog. I promise you, man. So no problem, man. Featherstone, well, it's 7:45 a.m. on a Monday morning public holiday here in Australia, Labor Day, celebrating our invention of the 8-hour day. Yes, you can. Really? I didn't know that. Is Australia's one that started the 8-hour workday? Really? Wow. All right. Well, thanks. Thanks for that. As a truck driver, an 8-hour day is a short day for me. We usually do 14, but over here you can only drive for 11 out of the 14, but they're long days. They're really long days. Bulldog, hey, Big Bear isn't here supporting the Rangers right now. Yeah, he usually is here, man. But, Sundays is different. It's a weekend, man. Sunday's a different kind of crowd in the live streams, Bulldog. It's a different kind of crowd. Sometimes it gets real packed. Sometimes we have regular people. Sometimes we don't. It depends. Depends on what people are doing on a Sunday afternoon and Saturday afternoons. Even when we do baseball live streams, man, Saturday and Sunday afternoon games, sometimes it's hard, man. Sometimes it's hard depending on what some of the guys are doing. So, but I'm doing the Knicks again. By the way, we're going to be back here in just a few hours at 9 p.m. It's 10 to 5 here at 9 p.m. We're going to be back on here doing the Knicks and the Lakers, 9 o'clock tonight, right here in the basement. We're doing that as well. Guys, hit that like button on the way in. Anybody didn't hit the like button, please do so. Thank you. Anybody new in the basement, subscribe, bell notice, and hit the like button. Peso! OG cellar dweller accounted for. Peso's in the basement. What's up, brother? Good to see you in here, man. Manab was saying, what's up? Luke, 10 p.m. in Poland, so I like this early Rangers game schedule. There you go. There you go, Luke. I know, right, man? It's crazy with the time differences around the world. I'm getting into the AFL in Australia, and some of those games will be on at 1:30 in the morning here. So I wait for the games around at 9 or 10 o'clock at night here or 6 in the morning. Those are doable. 1, 2 in the morning is not really doable. I can review them, but 1 in the morning, 2 in the morning is different. So when you live out of the country, watching some of these early games, yeah, because if they're starting at 7, 8 o'clock, Well, that would be 2 in the morning for you, right? Midnight, 1 in the morning, Luke. So, yeah, I get it, man. This is a nice one for you, 10 p.m. in Poland, and you get to watch the game right now. So this is a good thing for you. 3:20 left in the first period, 1-1. 1-1. Let's go, Raiders. Bring it back up. Kreider. We got Kreider, Vinny, and Kako. Kako moved up to the second line. And Trouba trained too. I haven't seen Trouba in the past few live streams. We've been missing Trouba. We're missing Big Bear today. But I haven't seen Trouba train the last 3 or 4 live streams. I haven't seen him. So, yeah, there's a couple of guys that we haven't seen in a minute, but they always come back. Big Bear, this is the first Ranger game he's missed in a while. So I don't know what's up with him. But, again, it's Sunday afternoon. He's got a family, man. So we'll, maybe doing other things. All right, let's go. 2:35 left in the first period, 1-1. Mikola bringing it back around. Pittsburgh in the Rangers zone at the moment. Luke, I read that. Peso, what's going on, Johnny? I'm feeling great today, brother. Feeling really good, man. Really good. Getting pumped up. Couple weeks, Peso. Couple weeks. We're going to be in Buffalo, man. Watch that game. It's going to be amazing, man. Can't wait, Peso. It's going to be a lot of fun. Can't wait to meet you too, brother. Bulldog, welcome to the basement of Peso. Bruin is hiding after the Bruins lost today. I know. Where's Bruin? Right, where's Bruin? He's usually in here too. They may all be in here tonight at 9 o'clock for the game tonight. So, interesting stuff, man. But you know what? Yeah, I turned that Bruins game on, which is why the Rangers got a late start today. But the Bruins were down 4-1. They almost made a great comeback there. It ended up 4-3 they lost. They almost made a big comeback there in the third period. Being down 4-1, the Red Wings are no pushover team either, man. Detroit's got a good team. They're coming back up. Detroit's got a really good team. Let's keep the pressure on, guys. Let's get a goal before the period's over. Come on, let's do it. 1:45 left in the first period, 1-1. Come on, guys. Let's go. Yeah, see, like the Aussies right now, it's real early morning there, right? So, like, when I do the Knicks game tonight, it's going to be noon, I think. Flex Center should be around noon, and it's on ESPN. So, Featherstone and Tim Dean and Luke and everybody, the Knicks game I'm doing, it should be around noon for you guys when I put that on today. I'm coming back on for my Knicks in a few hours. When this game's over, be about a 1 or 2 hour in between, and then I'll be back on for the Knicks, which will be shown on ESPN. That's what I was looking for. ESPN game, so you guys should be able to see it over there too. It's on KO or whatever that network is. That Flex said it's definitely on at noon today in Australia on KO or KO, whatever ESPN affiliate is over there. Come on, get on them now. Let's go. Keep away. 40 seconds left in the first period, 1-1. Decent first period. The Rangers got very lucky in the first period in this game, considering we had 3 back-to-back-to-back penalties. 3 penalties back-to-back-to-back. They all merged into one big power play for Pittsburgh, which lasted well over 4 minutes. And the Rangers, we lucked out. Pittsburgh had 5-on-3, 2-man advantage a couple of different times during those multiple penalties. We're lucky that we only gave up 1 goal during that whole freaking stretch. We're very lucky we only gave up 1. How does that happen? How does he skate right past everybody? Nylander, that's how I know I'm old, because I remember Nylander's father, Michael Nylander, when he played for the Rangers and multiple other teams. So his son is out there right now. How he skated right past Mikola, like they're right in between everybody. They're not hitting anybody. We got a couple of real big guys on defense that don't seem to want to lay people out from time to time. You got the size. What are you doing? I don't get it. Peso, Johnny, I read that. Luke, yes, you're right. Oh, about McDavid, yeah. Featherstone, that'll be so much for you guys. Are you serious about possibly coming down under? Oh, yeah, Rock and I. We want to come to Australia. Want to experience the whole thing. Rock and I, yeah, Featherstone, that's what we want to do. We want to come there. We want to come to Australia and see and go to games and be around the atmosphere and check out what Australia is all about. So yeah, we're looking forward to making a trip. It's going to be exciting. I don't know what date. We're trying to do it this year. We're trying to get it done this year. So we'll see. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be really interesting. But yeah, Rock and I want to do it. It looked like we got a little bit of a start of the fight. Nope, refs jumped right in the middle of it. Refs jumped right in the middle, broke that up before it even got started. End of the first period. It's 1-1. End of the first period. 1-1. But yeah, it's going to be interesting. Going to be interesting. Definitely want to get down there. I've never been there, so it's going to be a lot of fun. So yeah, we are serious about it. We're trying to make it happen this season. If not, it'll be next. But we're coming. We're really trying to make that happen this year. Especially when I found out it's cooler for you guys in the summertime, which is summer for us. July and August here is our warmest months. That's when we're in the 95 to 100 degree days. We don't get them every day, but we do get them. Bulldog, daylight savings hit me hard today. I slept until almost 1 p.m. when I thought it was about to be noon. I know. I didn't even know. Bulldog, I didn't know. Rock mentioned it. I didn't even know that it was going to be daylight savings yesterday. I'm like, what? Oh, yeah, the clocks go forward an hour. They go forward an hour. So you know what that means, though? That's good for me right now because that means when I do the Knick game tonight, it's not really 9, it's 8. So I'll be able to, being an older guy, that actually is good. I'm still on the older time schedule. So, yeah, we moved the clocks forward today. So that's going to be that actually helped me out, Bulldog, but you're a younger guy. So, yeah, I'm sure, man, it stayed you stay up late and then you push everything forward another hour. So yeah, I'm sure that did get you. Yep. I wish I remember those days. How about when they pull an hour back? Those days, back when I was that age and I was hanging out a lot and drinking a lot and doing all that, back then, the time moving forward always killed me because we would go working. I used to, way back, I used to move appliances up and down 5 flights of stairs all throughout the New York, Brooklyn, Bronx, Queens, Manhattan, all those areas we did. That was in my early 20s then. That was a long time ago. But when that clock, we would get off work and everybody would go hang out or go to the house and hang out and go to bars and have drinks and whatever else. And then that's after moving stuff all day. We did that and then get like 3 hours of sleep, 4 hours, and get up the next. I didn't drive then. I was just a helper back then. I didn't have my CDL way back then. And we would get up in a few hours and get up and move appliances all over again, hurting. So when you move that clock an hour forward, you lost even more time. But at that age, you can do that. I couldn't do that now. No way. I couldn't do that now without any extra staying up all night. No way. So yeah, Bulldog at your age, man, I can imagine sleeping till 1 till noon. I get I'm usually up at 9. So yeah, that's funny. Yeah, it's good. It's all good. So yeah, right now it's 1-1 tie. Yeah, the Knicks do start at 9. I just wanted to double check that because I've made that mistake before. And with ESPN, they drag things out. So, the game's not really going to start at 9. They're going to want to talk forever. And those games are long. So we'll see what happens with that, but it's going to be fun no matter what. Luke. McCullough is big, but yeah, he's soft. He's 6'4", 6'5", and he's like 220. He doesn't lay anybody out. He doesn't put any hands on anybody. Luke, you're right. McCullough is big. He's a soft, though. Ben Harper, the jury's still out on Ben Harper. He's a big dude, and he doesn't – it's just weird, man. It's weird to me. I miss Ryan Reeves, Luke. I miss Ryan Reeves. I miss him. He didn't score a goal. He was a classic enforcer. They don't have a lot of those kind of players left to where you're a right or a left wing. You don't score a lot of goals, but you lead the league in penalty minutes. We need a guy like that again. Ryan Reeves was awesome, and he was a great team leader anyway. Great in the locker room. The guys instant respect the minute you get on the team. He plays for Minnesota Wild now, along with one of my other former favorite Rangers, Matt Zuccarello, another former Ranger that I loved watching him play. He was a shorter guy, but he could zip all over the ice. He was around, in the Lundqvist days. So, Bulldog, you should feel well rested. You should feel well rested, Bulldog. I would imagine you do, man. Keandre Miller needs to lay somebody out. Keandre Miller is a really good defenseman, but that doesn't seem to be his game either. Trouba Train is the only one that seems to really lay people out. Ryan Lindgren does too, but Ryan Lindgren's been out since he took that cheap shot on him when he got leveled into the boards and his shoulders banged up. I don't know how much longer he's going to be out, but he took a cheap shot, got hit from behind, slammed into the boards, and hurt his left shoulder. Ryan Lindgren's another guy that stats, on paper, the stats don't look like he does anything. Ryan Lindgren does all the intangibles. Our goalie, Igor says that Ryan Lindgren blocks more shots than he does. He throws his body everywhere. So I love Ryan Lindgren. And you know who else loves Ryan Lindgren and sorry he doesn't have it anymore? Bruin, OG cellar dweller accounted for. Bruin in the basement after a tough loss today for the Bruins by the Red Wings, but almost stormed back, Bruin. Almost stormed back in that game. I watched the end of it waiting for the Ranger game to get started. Man, they almost pulled it off. They were down 4-1 in the third period, made it 4-3, Bruin. They almost pulled it off. Brother. I watched it, man. I saw the end of it because the Ranger game got delayed by 20 minutes waiting for you guys to finish up. Man, the Red Wings are no joke, though. The Red Wings are an up-and-coming again. So, Bruin, man, Detroit. We got to break down words in here in the basement. Why? Because we're in the basement. Don't get any lower than that. So, Detroit, the Red Wings, man, they are coming around. They're a solid team right now. They got a good young squad themselves. So, that's a rough game. Tough game there. Featherstone, well, if you're down here around the grand final, you guys should come to my birthday party. Wow, is it really? That's awesome, Featherstone. Oh, Rock and I, man, that would be great. We're gonna let you guys all know when we're coming and where we're gonna be. So and meet up for the game. So this is gonna be a lot of fun, Featherstone. And I know Mikhailov, our other guy, and Flex, and a whole bunch of GB, Bond. This would be a blast. It'd be a real blast. We're looking real forward to it. Featherstone said, Bruin. Everybody was asking. Yeah, we were all wondering, Bruin, where you were, man. Usually one of the first ones in here, Bruin. And speaking of that, Bruin don't care. Wait, I missed something. Featherstone, everybody's asking for. Oh, Bulldog. Oh, how about that loss to the Red Wings? That's from Bulldog. Bruin, don't care, Bulldog. We are already clinched. Yeah, you've clinched a playoff spot in the President's Trophy. I know you don't have the President's Trophy yet, but you pretty much got that locked up as well. Bruin, I'm doing the stream tonight, too. I'm doing the Knicks and the Lakers tonight. So you got another stream to show up for, brother. The people that we haven't seen in a little while, Bruin, is Trouba Train. I haven't seen Trouba Train the last 3 or 4 live streams. And Big Bear isn't here today. Big Bear is the diehard Ranger. I haven't seen him in here today. Mr. Marine, we already know his story. Thank God he's okay. Been very, very, very blessed that he was all right through his quadruple bypass surgery. So I don't expect him to always be in here today. But we already know about him. That's most important. Gardini, I haven't seen him in the past couple of live streams either. But, like I said, it's Sunday afternoon, so we'll see what's up. All good, though, bro. And Luke, I hope Lindgren will be ready for the playoffs. Dan Girardi type of player. Oh, man, Dan Girardi, man. What a great, great Ranger right there. You're right. Lindgren is a Dan Girardi type. Very good analogy, Luke. You nailed it with that. He really is. I love this play when I started watching the Rangers in 2014. Yeah, Luke. You nailed it. Dan Girardi was another intangible player, man. Just put his body all out there, had no regard, total disregard for himself. He was all about the team, all about winning. Dan Girardi is probably a very underrated defenseman in the game when he played. What a great name to bring up and a great analogy, man. Dan Girardi was another one of my favorite Rangers, along with Mark Stahl. Mark Stahl was another staple on defense for us forever. Mark Stahl was on the Rangers forever. Another great staple back there. Man, you're going to make me really think of a lot of names here. So, yeah. Good name, man. Good name. But anyway, guys, hold on. Let me see. Let me just clear out these, and I'm going to come right back before the second period starts. Bruin, nice. Definitely will be there for the Knicks stream. Yeah, that's cool. And I know in Australia, Flex said it starts at noon, and it's on ESPN, so you guys can all see the game in Australia. You guys can all see the Knicks and follow along. Knicks Lake is going to be a lot of fun. Featherstone, yeah, such a relief about Mr. Marine. What a tough dude. Yeah, you saw his resume. The guy's been through everything. He's been through all the wars that we've had after the United States. He was even in Somalia, like in Grenada and Desert Storm. And he was in Afghanistan 3 tours. And I'm leaving something out here. He was in something else too. And on top of the people he's known and lost, and the bladder surgery, major bladder surgery he just had a couple months ago. Man, the dude, he's the warrior of the basement. He's the no doubt warrior of the basement, Mr. Marine. No doubt. Trey, welcome back into the basement. Trey, good seeing your name in here, man. Don't forget to hit that like button for me, man. Trey, McCullough is closer to Girardi, in my opinion. He could be more of a Dan Girardi, too. McCullough is just soft to me, Trey. He's a little soft, though. Girardi wasn't soft. McCullough's a little soft. That's my only problem with Nico McCullough, man, which is weird because on the Blues, he was, I think, second or third on the team in block shots. I don't see a lot of that going on over here. You know, like Lindgren had his body everywhere. Rock, Mrs. Basement, my favorite cellar dweller, my favorite. Mrs. Basement, Rock, my honey, in the basement. Hey, dwellers, what's going on? Featherstone, hey, Rock, Johnny's favorite dweller. That's right, Featherstone, that's my honey. Rock. Yep. Favorite dweller, that's right. We're coming, Featherstone. We are coming to Australia. Yep, she and I have spoken about it, and we're coming. So I've spoken about it with Flex, Mikhailov, yourself, Bond, way back. Trying to remember, and if I forget people's names, it's no offense. It's just we're in the basement. So, yep. Manav, going to take a nap now, Johnny and the other dwellers. All right, Manav, love you guys forever. See you later tonight for the Knicks and the Lakers game. Yeah, Manav, hell yeah, man. We'll see you tonight. Manav says, what's up, The Rock? Bruin, Luke mentioning Girardi made me remember Brandon Dubinsky, funny enough. Bruin says, what's up, Rock? Brandon Dubinsky. Wow, man, that's a name.
Experience.
Wow.
Everything that goes through.
Brandon Dubinsky.
I think I have an appreciation for it.
It's crazy, man.
Yeah, and sharing some of those moments with me. I thank you.
That is crazy. So I didn't think. Yeah, that whole era: Brandon Dubinsky, Girardi, Mark Stahl. You had some Zuccarello. You had some players on that team, man. Of course, Lundqvist. We had some players on that team.
He's shown that he can score a lot of different ways, but I think just the way he competes and sees the ice, he likes to play that give and go game.
So we got some stuff going on in here, fellas. This is going to be a good time, good day today. I'll be back on. The next time I'm live streaming will be on Thursday. I'm going to be busy the rest of this. Well, tonight I'm doing the Knicks, but I mean after that. I won't be on again until Thursday. I think the Rangers are playing Pittsburgh again on Thursday, and the Knicks are playing. So, but I'm busy Monday through Wednesday. I'm completely busy with work. So I won't be able to be on those 3 days. But I'll be on tonight. So that's how you guys know earlier in the week. That's what goes on with me. Guys, I'll be right back down before the start of the second period. Give me 2 minutes. I'll be right back down. Okay, guys? Always appreciate the support that you guys are giving, man. 1-1 right now before the second period starts. Be right back. All right, guys, we're back. We're back. We're back. Where did I leave off? Going to take a nap. Read that. Hey Rock from Manav. Read that. Bruin Luke mentioning Girardi. I read that. Bruin, what's up, Rock? See you, Manav. Rest well, Manav from Rock. Featherstone. So AFL starts this week. Can't wait. Feels like forever. Yeah, I can't wait for my first AFL season either. March 16th is Richmond Tigers versus Carlton Blues, and I think that game, I'm going to do a review of it, but I think that game starts. That's one here. I think I'll tell you what time it is here for that game. $4:20 in the morning. 4:20 in the morning. That game is here. So I will be doing a review of that game. That's going to be a bit early in the house to be live streaming. Plus, I got to make sure that Watch AFL app that I got, everything's working on that. It's going to be an interesting first season for me with the AFL. It's going to be a very interesting first season for me. And live streaming and going to the New York Magpies US AFL games. I'm going to be going up there. It's very apparently the interaction is really good up there, and it's real easy to get to know the team, the players, the coaches, the atmosphere there. I'm looking real forward to going to it and seeing what it's all about. I'll live stream from there too, and I'm going to do vlogging, so I'll have a lot of video logs going on with that. It's going to be fun. I'm going to find a routine. Of course, I'm going to make mistakes. I'm going to do some good things, make some mistakes, but it's going to be great because I'm going to plan on doing this forever. I plan on making it a whole thing. So we'll all go in it together. You guys will go on this journey with me. It's going to be fun, and correct me when you have to because there's a lot of things I'm still learning. Starting the second period right now, facing off. We got our first line out there, second line. Yep, Kreider, Vinny, and Kako's out there. And again, they broke up the kid line. Lafreniere, Hedel, and Kako normally play together. They moved Kako to the second line, dropped Patrick Kane, who's playing with the kid line. He's playing with Hedel and Lafreniere right now. So that's cool. And I think, like I said earlier, Gallant broke up Kane and Panarin because I feel that everybody just wants to pass it to Payne or feel they have to pass it to Kane, and they don't have to. They don't have to. They don't have to take care of the what are you doing? Is that a penalty? Come on. Did he just cross-check him into the boards? I don't think it's a penalty. Oh, no, we're good. We're good. All right, so basically the second period is just underway. It's 1-1. They're facing off in the Rangers' end. Rangers bringing it out. Kako bringing it up. Kreider's got it, dumps it back off to Vinny. Bruin, when does the AFL season start? It starts on Thursday. It starts March 16th, Bruin, and it starts on 4:20 a.m. 4:20 a.m. Richmond Tigers, Carlton Blues. I got to make sure. I got to get that app. It's like I said, we're going to find out how this app and how everything's going to work for me doing this. So this is going to be an interesting time. I'm going to get in a routine with doing it. Come on. How did you give up a goal from way back there? Come on. Were you not paying attention? That was a long shot. By the way, Pittsburgh's out shooting us 16-6. From the blue line. He shot that from the blue line, and it went off Mika's. It went right off Mika's skate. I'll take what I said back about Halak, our goalie. I'll take it back. He didn't see it because it bounced. Literally, Zucker, the defenseman for Pittsburgh, took the shot, and Mika was standing over here, and the puck came and hit right off his leg. Boom, right in the net. Right in the net. So it got misdirected, and Halak, our goalie, didn't pick up on it, which is hard to pick up on a misdirected shot. So I'll take back what I said about him not paying attention, because usually a defenseman taking a shot way back at the blue line and that went in through, I mean, it happens, but anyway, I tell you, he obviously was paying attention. He was in position. Had the puck stayed straight, not deflected off our own guy, it wouldn't have gone in. He would have saved it. So, like I said, I take that back. Anyway, we're down 2-1, 17:50 left in the second period. Around mid-ice battling right now. What do we got? Feather Bruin, when does he have? I just read that. Featherstone, you won't believe it. Pie play on Friday night, and I'm going to see a band, so I have to watch the replay without finding out the score. Oh, yeah, and that's your team. Magpies is your team, so yeah, that's it's tough. It's tough when that happens. I hate when I miss games of my own teams, and I know, like, when I miss a Jet game, you got to wait a whole another week for the Jets to come back on. At least with the Rangers and the Knicks or even the Yankees, if I miss a game, there's going to be another one tomorrow or within 2 days. But the rounds, you got to wait a whole another week for your team to play, right? So I tell you, when I miss a Jet game, I don't like it. Then I got to watch a replay. Then in today's technology, you got to avoid the people that know the score. You can't look at your phone, all that stuff. Because if I miss a game, I always end up finding out the score, even by accident. I find out the score, and then I don't want to watch the game because I already know the score. Once I know the score, I don't even want to watch the game. So I hear you on that. I hear you on that for sure, Featherstone. That's not – it's not fun, and it's the first game of the year for your team, so I get it. As a fan, I get it. Bulldog, Nylander scores. Yep, Michael Nylander's son scores, man. I saw his father play. That's how old I am. Derek, another cellar dweller accounted for. Derek's in the basement. What's going on, Derek? Let's go, man. Basement time, baby. That's right, man. What's happening, man? Everyone, well, you saw it. There you go. Boo! Right off the bat, Derek. That's how you know how we're doing. Right off the bat. Man. King, another cellar dweller accounted for. King's in the base. What's up, King? Johnny, the 5,000 subs, man. We're getting there. We're over 1,600 now, man. We're working our way there. In your opinion, how relevant is the ESPN NHL power rankings? Currently, they rank the Rangers at 11th, down from 6th. ESPN is like, it's like they're new. It's like they've always dangled with hockey a little bit. You'd have the Barry Melrose section, and then they'd only, like, not that long ago, if you weren't a hockey fan and you watched ESPN only and not the NHL network, you would think that Sidney Crosby and Ovechkin, and they were the only teams that played in hockey because that's all they ever showed. I'm exaggerating a little bit, but I'm just saying you would just think that the Penguins and the Capitals were the only teams that played in the NHL. That's how ESPN handled it before. Their power rankings, how can they justify dropping the Rangers down to 11th from 6th? The last 4 games were 2-2. They haven't looked strong. I'll give it that. The Rangers haven't looked strong. They've looked more like they're trying to rediscover themselves with the new power that they have on the team with Kane and Tarasenko. But I wouldn't have dropped them down that much. You want to drop them down and say they're not playing that well? I mean, we won the last 2 games. They were ugly, but we won. So I don't agree with that power rank. You want to drop them down from 6th to like 8th? You could do that. But dropping them all the way down to 11th? I wouldn't have done that. But they do it on a weekly basis. I believe ESPN does their power rankings on a weekly basis. So I don't know what games they're basing that off of. But we're 2-2 in our last 4 games. So I don't know what they're basing that off of. But, yeah, I don't I would say, though, King, in your question, they're probably a little relevant because they dumped a lot of money along with TNT into the NHL. So they're all in now for quite a few years, dumping out a lot of money on there. You want to know what's interesting, and I'll tell you. I'll tell you what's interesting about that, King. 1 second. I just want to make sure what I'm saying here is correct. Oh, okay. King, I'll throw this one at you. On First Take, you know, the host there, Molly, on First Take, they They had Michael K on, Stephen A. and Michael K., and they asked which New York team did they think was going to win a championship next. What was the most likely New York team coming up to win a championship next? You ready for this? Now, ESPN, you want to talk about relevancy? Michael K. said the Rangers, and Molly said the Rangers don't count. She said the Rangers don't count. Now, at first, I thought Stephen A. said that. He did not say that. He did not say that. She said that. The Rangers don't count. Like, how do they not count in New York? Are you kidding me? Like, what is that? They do not count. How don't they count? That, to me, King, was worse than a power ranking, like relevancy. Like, how did the corporation feel about that? They dumped all this money into hockey. Now, the four major sports, are they basketball, football, and baseball are more popular, probably. Well, no, definitely basketball and football are definitely more popular than hockey countrywide. Baseball, I don't know. I don't know if they're more popular than hockey anymore. But basketball and football definitely are. But to say they don't count, that was strange, King. That was a strange one. That was strange. King, I just feel it's for clicks and conversation, but it's another indication of the Rangers' recent slide. Yeah, it's an indication of it for sure, King. Like I was just saying, it's just the Rangers are looking more like they're trying to rediscover themselves more than anything else. Shot on net by Kane, saved. Rangers are putting the pressure on now. And King, what they did do, what Gerard Gallant did do, put Patrick Kane on the kid line. He's working with Hedel and Lafreniere. He's not on Panarin's line right now. So, because they feel that it's been forced. Everything's being forced at number 88. Where's 88? Where's 88? He feels that the team is doing that too much. It doesn't come from the coaching staff to look for Patrick Kane at all times. So they've been a little out of sorts, but we've been winning. So I guess it is a little bit of a slide, but we've been winning. So just not looking good during it. So, yeah, it is for clicks and conversation, King. Definitely. I'll agree with that part of it. Derek, time to blend now and kill it in the playoffs, right? Right. Yeah, talk about an ice cold take, Bruin. Yeah, and it's true. You guys can YouTube that. She literally said that. Michael Kay, of course, is host of he's a regular everyday announcer for the New York Yankees on the Yes Network, which is Yankee Entertainment System, which they have their own network. But Michael Kay is a great announcer for the Yankees, and he's also a great analyst on his own show. So when he was on First Take, he said the first thing he said was the Rangers. Now, he does all teams. He does all the New York teams. So that was just weird that she said the Rangers don't count. That's just – how do they not count? How do they not count? They're an original six hockey team. They've been in New York forever. Like how do they not count? That was a very, very weird answer. Apparently only football, baseball, and basketball are allowed on First Take conversations, but not the Rangers. That's very strange. Very strange. Yeah, bro. So talk about an ice cold take. That was just odd. You can YouTube it too because she said it. It's weird. Weird to me. But anyway, that's why I said I wonder how the corporation felt about that, considering all the money they dumped into hockey. That one of their top shows host said that. Odd stuff. Can't make it up. 12:30 left in the second period. Pittsburgh up 2-1. It's been a weird, again, the Rangers with this super team we have not scored. That's the other thing too, King. That's what I was trying to think of before when I was rambling. We haven't scored the first goal in a game in the past few games. Now, I don't remember the last one we actually scored first, but we've been playing from behind too much to have the names that we have on this team. Tarasenko and Kane and Kreider and Mika and Vinny Trocheck and and Panarin. We have the teams and the names how are we constantly playing from behind? The Canadian game, we won it, but it was disgusting. We were down 1-0 in the first 30 seconds of the game. Then we tied it up 1-1, then went down 2-1, tied it up 2-2, then went down 3-2, tied it up 3-3 before we finally had to win it in a shootout. Big Bear was in here. He's right. He's a diehard Ranger fan. You guys know Big Bear. He's a regular only in the Ranger live streams. But he said it himself, we shouldn't have to fight that hard against a team that's not good. Montreal is not a good hockey team. We shouldn't have to fight that hard with the team we got. So I agree with him there. But again, that game is coming. The game is coming where the Rangers come out and they come out and win 6-0 and just dominate. And that game's coming where everything clicks. We all as fans and the league is going to notice when the Rangers start clicking and this machine starts coming together with all these super cogs. super cogs, right? We got them all. Now it's just got to gel. But there has been in the history of sports, period, super teams that were put together that didn't win. There's plenty of them. Plenty of them. Remember, they're the Washington Commanders now, but at the time, they were the Washington Redskins. Dan Snyder took over the team and brought in big names like Bruce Smith and Deion Sanders and Dave Duerson. You know, guys, big names, bring them all in, combine them all on the same team. And guess what? They didn't do anything. Nothing. And these were like legendary players. Some of them were definitely past their primes. But it's just a point. Just a point. Bruin, that's a nice way to put it. Yeah, that's right, brother. That's a nice way to put it. That's the only way I can put it, in a nice way. Derek, very slow start. Yeah, very slow starts as well, Derek. Good call, man. Very slow starts. This Ranger team is slow starts now. Now, I'm not saying this like there are a lot of Ranger fans out there that wish we never got Tarasenko and Kane because it's ruined the chemistry. There hasn't been enough time to build any chemistry yet, right? I'm not hating on the moves or the trades at all. I think we're just all waiting in anticipation for when this all comes together. And it's got to come together. We got, 16 games, give or take, 16 games roughly left? Let's go. Get it out of there, Schneider. Come on. Let's go, guys. Find your way. But, Derek, you are right, Derek. Very slow start to these games for the Rangers, and we're constantly playing from behind. Whether we're a goal down, we seem to be constantly one goal down in these games, and they just haven't found their way yet. And there's just too much pressure, and I think a lot of this pressure is from their own selves. Is that puck still loose? Jari saved it. The ref took a spill. I think the ref got knocked over. Let's see. The ref just got laid out. I don't know if he fell or got hit. Trying to see where the official got laid out. Oh, Vinny. Vinny tripped him. Not on purpose, but he tripped him. Vinny came around. The referee was like standing right here, and Vinny came skating around, but he's looking at the puck, and he's turned. Right when he turned, his leg hooked the back of the ref's leg, and the ref just the ref got upended. He got upended. He didn't see it coming. They're all smiling about it now. It was not on purpose. Not going to be a habit. Yeah, Derek, better not be a habit. Every game is starting out like this, man. It reminds me of the Rangers, the Yankees drought they had in August when they went 10-18. Every game they were losing like 1-0, 2-1, 1-0, 2-1. And then they went 20-11 in September, and they put it all together. So I expect an explosion out of the Rangers, and when it happens, watch out. Pittsburgh turning the puck around in transition. Rangers still the puck back. Panarin's on the puck now. They cannot clear it out of their zone. I think they're doing a quick line change here. Yep, Tarasenko came back on the ice right now. We got Panarin out there. Vladimir shooting it. Featherstone, well, Johnny and fellow dwellers, fellow Aussies, I got a dash. Things to do, places to be. People to see. I'll try to drop in for the Knicks a bit later. Have fun. Thanks, Featherstone, as always, for your support. We'll see you a little bit later. Thank you. Bulldog, take care, Featherstone. Raleigh, OG cellar dweller accounted for. Raleigh in the basement. What's up, Raleigh? Going to be doing the Knicks tonight. Oh, yeah, Raleigh, you're going to be at the game. Raleigh, we're going to look for you. What are we going to look for tonight, Raleigh? Tell me. What are we looking for? Anybody new in the basement, subscribe, bell notice, hit that like button. Raleigh, give us something to look for. You're going to be in LA at the Laker game. Give us something to look for you, man. I'm going to be I'm live streaming it, so yeah, give us something to look for in the section you're in, man. We'll take a look for you. Bulldog, I remember when the ref fell in Game 6 of the Hurricane Rangers playoff series. Oh, I don't really remember that, but I'll trust you on it, brother. Derek, yeah, exactly. Yep. I fully agree with you, Derek. We're all seeing the same thing. Big Bear, who's always in here, he's a diehard Ranger fan. Anytime you see him, he's in this stream, and that's been his complaint as well. The slow starts, passing too much, looking for Kane too much. Another shot on net, missed. VC, come on, guys. Our fourth line would be a second line on a lot of teams. Our fourth line would be a second line on a lot of teams. Our fourth line's Jimmy VC and Barclay Goodrow and Tyler Mott. These are guys that aren't fourth liners, man. They're going to be second line for most teams in the NHL. Most teams. Think about it. Our kid line is killing it this year with Hedel, Lafreniere, and Kakko. That would be a second line on most teams. So the Rangers got a squad. We just don't know how to use it yet. But Gallant's got to do some tinkering, man. It's not easy. You know, people think a head coach got a great – oh, Kane with the shot. Oh, block. Good block on defense by the Penguins, man. I didn't see who did. I think it might have been Zucker. I'm not sure. Good save by Halak. Good save by Halak. Hang in there, Yaroslav. Let's go. Halak is settling things down, man. Good stuff. Kane's got the puck. We got Kane, Hedel, and Lafreniere. Again, Kane is playing in the bottom six, meaning he's on line 3 or 4. That's your bottom six. When you got 4 lines, the top, if you ever hear me say top 6, that's your first and second line. We're just referring to the center, left, and right wing. That's top 6. The defense has nothing to do with top or bottom 6. Nothing to do with it. Those are just the center and the 2 wingmen. Forwards, however you want to call them, it's fine. But that's what I'm referring to. Top 6, first 3 linemen, second 3 linemen. That's it. So normally, Patrick Kane is not a bottom 6 player, but Gallant's tinkering with the line, see what's going to work. He already noticed that Panarin to Kane is too much. Panarin and Kane both played together in Chicago, but now it seems like Panarin, again, is one of the top assist guys in the league. The bread man, one of the best assist guys in the league, and he's even making bad passes and forcing things to Kane that just shouldn't be happening. So I'm glad Gallant broke them up for right now. Let's see what we get out of this. We got Tarasenko, Mika, and Panarin on the line right now. That's our number 1 line. They're our first line today, guys. Tarasenko, Mika, and Panarin. Saved by Jari. 7:40 left in the second period, 2-1 Pittsburgh. Rangers have 19 comeback wins this season. Yeah, Bulldog. We're good at coming back. We're not very good in overtime, even though we've won the last couple. We do have a lot of comebacks during the year, but we should, with the team we have now, we should start making other teams want to come back because we're leading by so much. I'm telling you guys, those games are coming. And when they start hitting, how great is it going to be when the Rangers start hitting on all cylinders right before the playoffs start? That's when it's going to be really watch out. The Rangers start hitting on all cylinders and get on a hot streak right before the playoffs, going into the playoffs on a hot streak. Man, bring it all day. They're going to figure things out. Let it happen now. Win games, win ugly, what have you. Start figuring it out. Within the last 10 games, I expect things are going to be figured out. So what is that, another 3-4 games to get things together, maybe a little bit more? Raleigh, Brunson jersey. I'm on Nick's side. I don't know if I'll be on side. The camera points to the court, though. If you're on the Knicks side where their bench is, we should be able to see you then. We should be able to see you, man. I mean, if you're going to be on the Knicks side from the TV standpoint, well, on the Knicks network that I watch most of the games on, it's going to be on ESPN tonight, but mostly always you're going to have the camera angle where it's showing both benches. It's going to show both benches. So we should be able to see, are you on the first level, Raleigh, second, or third? We're going to look for you. Brunson jersey, man. I'm going to look for you, dude. King, that take on the Rangers Cup not counting is total disrespect. Yep. And just plain wrong. Reminds me of the Cubs run in 2016 and the endless mentions of the drought. Did anyone remember the 05 Sox? Oh, King, let me the take on the Rangers possibly winning the Cup. The question was, who Michael Kay thought the next championship was going to come from a New York team, whether it be the Bills, Jets, Giants, Rangers, Yankees, Knicks, Nets, that sort of thing. So when Michael Kay answered Rangers, the Rangers have the best shot at the next championship of all the New York teams. She said, Molly, the host, said the Rangers don't count. They don't count. Baseball, football, basketball is what we're looking for. Rangers don't count. That is total disrespect. Like, the Rangers don't count. They don't count. They don't count in New York, according to Molly, the host of ESPN's First Take. They don't count. That is a bizarre answer. Rangers don't count. Oh. So right now, what they're doing doesn't count. All the fans and all the teams that have been around a long time. The Rangers been around since what, 1926? They don't count, though. Fan base pack out the Garden all the time. They don't count. Wow. But that's what she meant by not that their cups they've already won don't count. Them being in a conversation of which New York team's going to win. She said the Rangers don't count. They can't count as an answer. That basically is what being said there. That is insanity. Oh, we got a high stick. Good. Rangers are going to go on a power play. High sticking on Pittsburgh. Fox caught a stick right in the face. I mean, literally right in the face. Wow. So, yeah, King, I agree with you 100%, man. But, yeah, and the Cubs run in 2016. Endless on the drought. I mean, 05 Sox, like the 05 Chicago White Sox didn't matter. That's right, King. It's like those Chicago White Sox didn't matter. Their win, how long had it been since they hadn't won a World Series, right? All the way since, like, shoeless Joe Jackson days? I mean, like, the White Sox, it's like they didn't even matter. It's like it don't even count. Like, who cares? Right? It's all about the Cubs, not the White Sox. That was amazing. You're right. That's a good analogy, King. Good analogy, man. Like, it doesn't matter. It's crazy, but it's true. That's a good analogy. The 05 White Sox, it's like they never won. It's like it didn't matter. Come on, Rangers, let's go. We got a power play. Got to get this goal back. 7:04 left in the second period. 1:35 left on the power play for the Rangers. We got Vinny, Kane, and Panarin out there. No. Panarin. I was right. I caught his number just as he went off screen. Let's go, Rangers. Got to get a goal here. We did a quick change. We got Lafreniere in there now. Lafreniere, Kane, and Vinny Trocheck, and Panarin. So we got one defenseman, and that's Adam Fox. We got four forwards out there and one defenseman. Adam Fox on defense. We got Panarin, Kane, and, well, now Hito, Tarasenko. Oh, they just made some changes. I'll change that all up now. 1 minute to go on the power play. Hito, Tarasenko, and Kreider, our first one. Get that. Come on, Hito, go. Come on, Tarasenko. Somebody's got too much passing. The Rangers do a whole lot of passing, man. Come on. I get the passing, but take a shot here and there, man. Play some rebounds. 40 seconds left on a power play. Come on. Come on, Rangers. Let's go. Pass. We're a one-man advantage, guys. Take a shot. Somebody's open. Here we go. More passing. No shooting. Fox, take a shot, man. Tarasenko, do it. Shot on net. Finally, save. Not much. We should be looking better on these setups, man. We should be looking a lot better than this. Get it in the goal. Come on. How did you miss the wide open net? You got to be kidding me, right? All these shots, nothing to show for it. How do you miss come on, Kreider of all people. Kreider of all people mishandled the puck right in front of an open net. Oh my gosh, man. When I say wide open, I mean, like, this is the net. Like he had all of this. If that's the end of the other net, he had all of this. How did you misplay the puck? You can't make this stuff up, man. Chris Kreider is a Ranger whose number is going to be retired one day and pulled up to the rafters. He's one of the greatest New York Rangers of all time. He is. He's been on the Rangers forever. Of all people to mishandle a shot in front of an open net, of all people, he'd be the last guy I would expect to miss that. That's the way it's been the last few games for the Rangers. This is the way it's been. This is the way it has been. Jeez. Bulldog, all right, Johnny and Dwellers, I got to go to church. Okay, man. Take care, and everybody. Go Rangers. All right, Bulldog, we'll see you later on. I'll be doing the Knicks later, brother. Take care, man. Thanks for the support, Bulldog. Derek, I can see it in my dreams along with Rodgers winning a bowl for us Jet fans. Oh, we'll do Aaron Rodgers talk and all that stuff in between periods if you want, Derek. I know. I'm here with you, brother. I'm here with you, man. Listen, I would rather have Lamar, Derek Carr. There was other reasons why I wanted other quarterbacks for longevity. As a Jet fan, you want to do a quick fix and go for it all and bring in Aaron Rodgers? Because to me, we got to – oh, man, let's talk about this in between periods because I'm going to go on and on. I'm going to go on and on, Derek. In between periods, we can do all the football talk we want, man, because I think we're going to get him. The way it's looking, we're going to get him. But don't forget, the New York Knicks cleared all that cap space, traded players, set everything up because why? KD and Kyrie, no doubt, were coming to the Knicks. Remember that? And they didn't. So I still have my New York Jets false hopes and dreams as a 4 decades fan. I still have that cautiously optimistic part of me, Derek, that's wondering, is he really going to come here, though? Or are we going to end up and miss out on everybody and end up with Baker Mayfield? Oh, don't say that, Johnny. Don't say Baker Mayfield. That's my fear, Derek. We got 4:56 left in the second period. Pittsburgh leading 2-1. Grady, another cellar dweller accounted for. Another Aussie in the basement. Grady's here. What's up, Grady? What? Yep. Go Lions, Grady. Grady. Grady, there it is. There it is, Grady. Let's do it. Let's do it. I can't wait. I cannot wait. All right, Rangers were in their zone. 4:35 left in the second period. 2-1, Pittsburgh. Rangers trying to score. Had an opportunity to score. Can't make this stuff up. It's been a rough moment here, guys. Rough moment. Definitely rough moment. Derek, be well, Bulldog. Bruin, didn't they beat the Astros during that? Oh, what are you talking about? The White Sox? You lost me, Bruin. What are we talking about? The Astros couldn't be talking about the Yankees because we never beat the Astros. So what are we talking about? Oh, fight! Finally, someone getting mad on the Rangers. Finally. Let's go. Bring it. Finally, someone's got Trouba. Good. Our leader, our captain, Trouba, ready to wake everybody up. Tired of what's going on out here watching this garbage. I want to see what happened, though, to cause the fight. Trouba train. Let's see. I want to see what happened. Hold on, guys. Oh, yes, Trouba. Trouba put Nylander on the Trouba train, took him for a ride. There's nothing wrong with the hit. I'm not even being biased. You could look it up. Trouba took his shoulder, put it in Nylander's chest, and Nylander did one of these. And then, of course, gets up mad and pissed because he got laid out because he took a ride on the Trouba train. True. That's right. And then Zucker tried to get in Trouba's face because nobody likes getting laid out and embarrassed like that. But guess what? Nylander got laid out legally. It was a legal hit. It was a big hit, too. Trouba's our captain, and he is the one that puts the fire to the Rangers and the rest of the team. And he'll do things like that when the team is playing flat, which we've been flat. We've been flat, and we shouldn't be. Shouldn't be, but we've been flat. And guess what? Because of that, because of Zucker standing up for his teammate, Rangers getting a 2-minute power play. Malkin had to go into the sin bin for 2 minutes for what? cross-checking, coming in and being babies because they got laid out. Derek, 100% agree. Let's go. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yep, pray, pray, pray. I got you. I'm with you on that, Derek. I'm with you on those pray emojis. Bruin, I'm talking about the 05 White Sox. I don't know. Bruin, you're laughing. I know, man. I saw that. Didn't they beat the Astros? I'm like, no way we're talking about the Yankees. They don't beat the Astros like ever. They don't ever. And we get embarrassed by them. We don't just not beat them. We get swept, humiliated, run through. Our pitchers look like they're throwing underhand out there. You know how it goes, Bruin. When we play the Astros, we look like the Oakland A's when we play the Astros. We look like the A's. The A's couldn't look any worse than we do when we play them. Kreider trying to make up for his miss. Another fight. Let's go. Now we're getting at it. Now we're going at it. Fight. Oh, they're on the ice hitting each other. I mean, they both fell to the ice, and they're swinging. That's right. Let's go. This is a Pittsburgh Rangers game now. This is the way the Penguins and Rangers go at it. This is the game we're looking for. These are two hated rivals right here. They hate each other. Pittsburgh's still mad from choking away that 3-1 playoff series lead they had on us in round one last season. 3-1 lead on us, mocking Igor Shesterkin, mocking our team, and what happened? Y'all choked 3 in a row after that. 3 in a row after that. So Pittsburgh's still mad about it. Good hit by Tarasenko. And then Pedersen comes over and cross-checks Kreider right. I was going to say right in the head, but it actually hit Kreider in the shoulder and then hit him in the head, so it wasn't intentional. Wasn't intentional, but you know what, Pittsburgh, they're still mad from losing last year. I think the Rangers are getting a 5. No. Kreider and Pedersen have both had to go to the bin. So the Rangers, we still got a power play right now with 58 seconds to go on that. I think we got a 4-on-3 going here, man advantage. Nope. 5 on 1, 2, 3. Yeah, it remains a 5-on-4. The penalties on the Rangers and the Pittsburgh on that one, they cancel each other out. So the Rangers still got a 5-on-4 right now. 5-on-4. For another 40 seconds, can the Rangers score on a freaking power play? Let's go. We got Vinny, Panarin, and Lafreniere out there. Vinny, Panarin, and Lafreniere. Shoot it! Finally, someone takes a shot on the power play and didn't pass it 5 more times. I think the Rangers broke protocol. Don't we have to pass it 15 times before someone's allowed to take a shot on a power play? That's what it seems like. Seems like that's policy, that the Rangers, when they're on a power play, have to pass the puck 15 to 100 times before they're allowed to shoot it. Because nobody takes shots on power plays on our team. Not until we've passed it a gazillion times. Way back, another cellar dweller accounted for, another Aussie accounted for in the basement. What's up, way back? How you doing, man? Come on, Rangers. Yeah, Bruin, come on, man. What is going on here? Monday, public holiday here. Yeah, we were informed of that from Bond and Featherstone and Flex yesterday. And way back, I'll be on tonight. Well, I think 12 o'clock for you guys, but I'll be on tonight. The Knicks are on TV way back, and don't blame me if they're not. Kaio or KO, whatever that is. Flex said they're on at noon today, so you should be able to see it while we're streaming that game. You should be able to see it. 1:44 left in the second period. Rangers bringing it up. We're in Pittsburgh zone right now, looking to score. We got our 4th line out there. Well, part of the 4th line. Looks like Gallant's just mixing everybody up right now. On defense, we got Keandre and Trouba. We got our top defenders out there. 1:20 left in the first. I can't get that. Oh my gosh, how'd you miss? Malkin with a shot. He's off. All right, both teams are back to full strength with 1:06 left in the second period. Pittsburgh taking another shot on Halak. Wide of the net. Pittsburgh doing great puck distribution right now. Great movement of the puck. Until Snyder intercepted it. Rangers bringing it back up. Let's go, guys. Let's go. Come on, guys. Get a goal here before the period's over. Come on. Do something different. Score. Let's go. KO. It is KO. All right. Like a KO. I got you. Well, way back, that's what it's on at noon, apparently. It is nationally televised here. It's ESPN, Lakers Knicks. So I've noticed when that's on, you guys were able to watch it over there as well. So way back, what do you know? How much do you know about this Watch AFL app? Is it reliable? Is it good? Because that's what I'm going to try to go with, the Watch AFL app. Apparently, you can get it all over the country here, man, in the States. Right now, the Rangers are being outshot 26-15. Got 18.2 left in the second period. This has felt like a long period, this one. I don't know why, but it has. This one's felt really long. Really long period right now. All right, facing off in the Rangers zone. We won the face-off, trying to clear it out. Mika bringing it up. Let's go, Mika. 12 seconds. Come on. Let's get a shot in. Panarin, shot. Jari saved it. Man, the Rangers, Jari early when I said the Rangers should have scored, Jari got back in time, but he came out to the side of the net. He was getting his own puck. Jari, the goalie for Pittsburgh, came out to the side of his net, took the puck and tried to pass. Now the net is over here now. He tried to pass the puck up the middle. Rangers intercepted it. When they went to shoot it back, he somehow got back in net and saved it because it was a wide open net. But he got back in front of it and saved it. I don't know how he did it, but he did it. 5.9 seconds left. 5.9 seconds left, man. In the second period, 2-1 Pittsburgh lead. Let's go, Rangers. Come on. We get a quick goal off this, off the face-off. Oh, he did get a shot off. He saved it, though. Jari saved it, but we actually did get a shot off the face-off there. All right, end of the second period, 2-1 Pittsburgh. What do we got? Derek sure has. Yep. 100%. We can get into the football, the Rodgers, and all that talk in a second here, Derek. No problem, man. King, those fights are also sending a message for 2 other games versus the Pens this week. Yep. And I'll be back on for that game. I think it's Thursday. I won't be on Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday. I got too much work, man. Too much work going on early week here. But Thursday, let me check this out. Well, we got a break in the action. They're playing the Capitals on Tuesday. I won't be able to do that one. That's a big game. March 16th is Thursday. They play the Penguins at 7 o'clock then. And on Saturday the 18th, they play them at 8 o'clock. Yeah, we got 2 coming up. I thought they were back-to-back. They're not good because, I don't like when they play the Knicks and the Rangers at the same time. I'm a freaking diehard fan of both teams. I hate when they play them at the same time. They did it yesterday. So I couldn't do the Knick game. I try to do the game that's going to be the bigger game. But, we have a lot of Buffalo fans in here, too. A lot of Buffalo fans support my channel. So I'm always going to do anything when Buffalo's on. And the Buffalo Sabres were playing the Rangers yesterday. The Knicks and the Clippers were probably the bigger game. But Buffalo is a really, really good up-and-coming team, and I wanted to do that game as well. Both games were big. So sometimes when that happens, I try to offset. I just don't like it. And they did that with the Giants and the Jets this year also. They had Giants and Jets played a lot at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. Now, I understand the reasoning a little bit behind that. The NFL likes to put the games of the teams that they assume are going to be bad. And who, at the start of the 22 season, who wouldn't have thought the Jets and Giants were going to be atrocious like they've been the last 5 years? Both teams were bad. So they both were crammed at 1 o'clock in the afternoon at the same time. It's still not cool because the Giants and Jets have a lot of fans that watch both teams. I grew up, the Jets or Giants were on at 1 o'clock, and then either one, they were 1 and 4. Didn't matter which one started at what time. 1 and 4. When I grew up, that's what we did. You watched the Giants, then the Jets. Didn't matter if you were a fan of one team or the other. Funny enough, I grew up in a New York Giants household, and I'm a Jets fan. That was my big rebellion as a kid, man. And my father told me I just punished myself for life being a Jet fan. But that's what I did. That was my big rebellion, and I've been punished. He's right. I've been punished ever since. At least the Giants have won Super Bowls during those times. They've won 4 of them. They've won 4 of them during the time that I rebelled and was a Jet fan. The Giants have won 4 Super Bowls. Can't make this stuff up, man. So maybe I was the bad luck guy for the Jets. So, King, I agree with you, man. They're sending a message. Yep, and the Penguins and their fans, man. Remember that? They were up 3-1 on us in that series. In the first round of the playoffs, they were up 3-1. You know Pittsburgh's still mad about that. They're still mad saying that, Trouba did that dirty shot on Crosby. No, he didn't. You look at this check, it wasn't even, Trouba's laid out people a lot harder than that, and he put his shoulder in Crosby's chest. Remember, though, in games 3 and 4, Igor was pulled in both of those games, our goalie, and they were mocking him because he won. Everybody knew he was going to win the Vezina at that point. 2.07 goals against average, .935 save percentage. One of the greatest goalie seasons ever. And they were mocking him because he was bad in game 3 and 4, and they had to pull him. And when they asked Gallant, "You're going to put Georgiev in?" because that was the backup at the time. And he was like, "No. Igor's been our greatest goalie in the game the whole season, so we're going to keep going with him." How many coaches would have done that? Your goalie was so bad in games 3 and 4. Now you're 1 game away from elimination. 1 game away from elimination. And you're going to go back to your number 1 guy. He's been struggling. Young goalie. Never been in the playoffs like that. I don't count 2020, the COVID year. The Rangers were not a playoff team that year. They shoved them in there to get the ratings. They shoved the Blackhawks and they shoved the Rangers into the playoffs. Both teams were not playoff worthy that year. So I don't count Igor as that his first playoff. Technically, yes, it was. But the Hurricanes dispatched them in 3 games, 3-zip, see you later. The Rangers didn't win a game, nor should they have. The team was not a playoff team. They shoved them in there because of the COVID-shortened season, and they wanted ratings. New York Rangers, Chicago Blackhawks. They want the names. The names draw ratings. New York, Chicago. That's what I mean by that. So that's what happened there. But then they stick in Igor. I'm just looking at the replay of these hits, man. Tarasenko and Kreider and Trouba are laying guys out now. Now we're getting into Pittsburgh's head. Now we're getting physical, which is what we should have been doing. But anyway, so you stick Igor in. You're 1 game away from elimination. Think about that for your coach. Gerard Gallant. Thankfully, we have a veteran, experienced coach that didn't feel the pressure of, hey, maybe I should put Georgiev in. Start that kid. He's a great goalie. He was a great backup for us, and I don't blame him for wanting to play for somebody else. I get it. So, Rangers went on, stuck Igor back in, and what happened? Igor was lights out, game 5, 6, and 7, lights out, and we won the next 3 games and beat them. That's what we did. That's what the Rangers did. That's why I have a lot of respect for Gerard Gallant. You're under pressure like that with a young team. A lot of people are like, oh, the Rangers are young. They lost in the first round to the Penguins, who are a former 3-time champion. They have a lot of players, left on that team that know how to win, that have been around the horn, but they're older now. And the Rangers showed a lot in that series, man. So that same team is still here. Now, I don't know if Tarasenko and Kane, having names like that on the team, make these young players feel the pressure of having to pass to them. I don't know. Maybe that's what's going on. Because, like I said, the Rangers look like they're forcing things. Like Derek said, slow starts. Like Big Bear said, not being focused, things like that. So that's where we are there. Way back, I don't use it, but I think it's okay. I'm not sure, though. The KO? Okay. Just watched on YouTube, Tim Zib fight, Tony Harrison. Wow. I didn't see that fight way back. Derek, our dad said the same thing. Today I'm telling my son we have a shot at winning a Super Bowl with Rodgers, baby. I'm ready, brother. Yeah. You know what? That's what the Jets are going for. The Jets are going for what the Buccaneers did with Tom Brady. Bring that guy here, get us a Super Bowl. The Buccaneers had the team ready to win now. They didn't have the quarterback. They needed the quarterback. They brought in Brady. Brady brought Gronkowski. Brady made Mike Evans and the whole team look great, man. And they won that Super Bowl. Now, as a Jet fan, if you're going to tell me, because I've had other people that are not Jet fans, Derek, not like we are, right? I've had other people say, man, but if they get Rodgers and win a Super Bowl, what if your team, then they got to get another quarterback? What if the team tries Zach out again and the Jets go back to winning 4 and 6 games again after getting your one Super Bowl? Sign me up. Sign me up. If you're telling me we're going to guarantee a Super Bowl and then the Jets go back to being the Jets for a few years, which I won't believe because we'll just need a quarterback that can manage the game after that. But let's just say that happens. Let's say the Jets do get Rodgers and they do what the Bucs did with Brady, win the Super Bowl in their first year. That's not even inconceivable with the defense that we have. We need Elijah Vera back on the line. But what I'm saying, Mekhi Becton, who's missed the last 2 years, so I don't really know what we're getting with him. I hope and pray that he turns out to be the draft pick that we expect him to be. But, or the player we expected him to be when we drafted him. How about wording it that way? We're in the basement. Anything happens. So if the Jets were to do that and then turn into a mid-level or below mid-level team again for a little while, but we got that ring, I'll take it. Because in my lifetime, I've seen 4 AFC championship games. That's it. 4, 82, 98, 09, and 10. Every other of the years we made the playoffs here and there, but we only had 4 real chances to make that Super Bowl in my lifetime. Yes, the Jets have a Super Bowl ring. It was before I was even on this planet. Not by a lot of years, but a few years before I came around. So listen, to get Rodgers, I'm all in on it. I have my – Derek, I'll tell you what. What do you got? Our dad said this. Yeah, it's true. Derek, I'll tell you what, man. The Jets – I almost said the Rangers. The Jets win that Super Bowl, what you're saying right there. We win this year, I'm set for life, right? Because I'm in this dumpster fire organization for over 4 decades now. I'll take the freaking ring. If it means a couple of bad years after that, I don't care. Give me the ring. I want the ring. So the downside, Derek, these are my worries with Rodgers. These are my worries. I don't know if you were here yesterday when I said this. I'll say it again, though. What if Rodgers comes in and is just Father Time's taking over? He just doesn't have it anymore, and the Jets miss the playoffs or barely make it and lose. Before I give you my answer to that, I'll tell you the same scenario, which has the same result. What if the Jets do really well with Aaron Rodgers and they make it to a championship game but fall short of the Super Bowl? They lose in the AFC championship game. You know what's going to happen in both scenarios? This is my prediction, that next year at this time, we're still going to be waiting for Aaron Rodgers to decide if he's going to stay another year with the Jets or is he going to retire? And then we're going to miss out on free agents. We're going to miss out on other available quarterbacks while we're waiting on him to decide. Next year, if the Jets get Aaron Rodgers and we don't win the Super Bowl for whatever reason, whether Father Time's caught up or we made the playoffs, went deep but didn't make it all the way, next year at this time, either way, we are going to go through this as Jet fans. Is Rodgers going to retire? Is he going to hang around? Are we going to miss out on free agent quarterbacks? This is the downside of going after a guy that's older and takes his time with decisions and doesn't really care if you miss out on free agents or not. Because honestly, the Jets did miss out on Derek. If this doesn't go down right, then we would have missed out on Rodgers, missed out on Derek Carr. Lamar Jackson could still be a possibility to this point. Remember, March 15th, free agency begins. There could be other plans and things going on in place right now, Derek, that we don't know about. We could all be overpaying for Baker Mayfield or Ryan Tannehill. What if all these other quarterbacks are gone and the only people left is Tannehill and Baker Mayfield? I'd take Tannehill over Baker Mayfield. But you see where I'm going with this? And again, if Ryan Tannehill came to the Jets, all he has to do is manage the game. He doesn't have to be a superstar, which he's not a superstar anyway, but you know what I'm saying. He's a decent quarterback. But I'm saying these are the things that I'm talking about. I'd take Mike White over Baker Mayfield, by the way. If it came down to Baker Mayfield's the only guy left, I'll take Mike White. Start Mike White then. Keep him and start him. Because Baker Mayfield's a waste of time. Think about it. He's been on 3 teams in 1 year. The Panthers brought him in to be the everyday starter, and he's off the team halfway through the season. I don't want that guy. Brandon, welcome into the basement, Brandon. Please subscribe, bell notice, hit that like button. Go Penguins. That's okay. Go for the Penguins. All good, man. Just do me that. Subscribe, bell notice, like button. Derek, we're going all in, bud. I know, Derek, I know. We win this year, I'm set for life. 85 was my real first season as a Jet fan, so I'm all with you, bud. Yeah, man. Wow, 85. I got you just by a handful of years, Derek. Just by a handful of years. I was around when the Jets drafted Johnny Lamb Jones instead of Art Monk. Should have known right there that this Jet team, I picked the wrong team. I should have stayed with the Giants. The Jets took Johnny Lamb Jones instead of Art Monk because Johnny Lamb Jones was like a world-class Olympic sprinter, really fast. But you know what you don't have to do when you're sprinting? Catch passes, which he could not do. Johnny Lamb Jones, man. We had Mike Augustiniak and Dwayne Crutchfield as our running backs, Derek. Do those names sound familiar to you? This is before Freeman McNeil. It's before Freeman McNeil. We had Dwayne Crutchfield. Those guys might have been, they were around when we drafted McNeil, but I'm saying these were the running backs before him. Dwayne Crutchfield and Mike Augustiniak. We got plenty of names I can go way back on. Kurt Sohn was there. Wesley Walker was there. That was a great pick. And then the Jets started getting the players. A sack exchange. 85, you got to see a little bit of that sack exchange. So you were there around for that great Mark Gastineau game against Bernie Kosar, the playoff game in Cleveland there when we had a 10-point lead with 4 minutes to go and then somehow lost. You saw that one, Derek. You had to. If you became a Jet fan in 85, you know the game I'm talking about. That happened in 86. One of the worst Jet losses in the playoffs. Mark Gastineau and Darrell Ray. For some reason, everybody makes it sound like Mark Gastineau is by himself. You watch the replay, Mark Gastineau, who was a meathead, he was a meathead. Like, dude, the game situation, the game is on the line, man. The playoffs, moving to the AFC Championship game against the Denver Broncos was right there for the taking. Bernie Kosar throws a pass, and you decide that a half an hour later to hit him was fine. Like even back then in the mid-'80s where the rules were a lot different, a lot more lax on hitting the quarterback, you could nail the quarterback. But not like way after he threw the ball. Like he threw the ball and actually slid there for a second or two. And then Mark Gastineau decides to hit him. Which guess what? Gave him a new set of downs. You know the rest. The Jets lose. It's what we do. Take flight. It's what we do. 85. Yeah, man. 85 Bears. We played them that year, too. I remember that year, man. 85. The 85 Bears were the greatest defense of all time. Statistically, no one's ever done it better than them. They didn't give up a touchdown until garbage time in the Super Bowl against the New England Patriots. They didn't give up a touchdown in the playoffs till garbage time of the Super Bowl. They shut out Lawrence Taylor and the Giants. 21-0, I believe it was. They shut out Eric Dickerson, one of the greatest running backs of all time in the Rams in the NFC Championship game in 85. They shut them out too. Shut them out. Served up 2 donuts on their way to the Super Bowl. And they smashed the Patriots. Tony Eason was the starting quarterback. Steve Grogan, old man Steve Grogan had to come in that game. Oh, Eason was so bad. Their running backs was like Craig James, and I think Tony Collins was on that team. Like the Patriots had no chance. The best player on that team was Andre Tippett, who was a linebacker for the Patriots then. They got destroyed. But my whole point is 85, Derek. 85 Bears gave up 1 touchdown the entire playoffs, and it was in garbage time. The very end, in the fourth quarter, garbage time. The Super Bowl was long over. That's when they gave it up. That's insane. No one's ever done that. Last resort. Tannehill sounds better than Garoppolo. Yeah, the only thing I don't like about Jimmy G, Derek, is that he gets injured too much. Jimmy G would be fine on this team. He gets injured too much. When he gets hurt, he's out. When he gets hurt, he's out. Like, if he gets hurt in September, guys, I'll see you in December. Like, I'll see you around Christmas time. When Jimmy G gets hurt, he gets hurt. He goes all in. He's not out for a week or two. That's for rookies, man. I'm a veteran. When I get hurt, I get hurt. I'm out for months. That's what I don't like about Jimmy G. And you know what? Derek, born in 75, so first memory was 85. Nice. I beat you by about 4 years there, Derek. Yep, unfortunately. Yep, you remember the game I'm talking about. Oh, yeah. You know what's funny in that game, too? Charlie Steiner was one of the guys calling the game. When Free McNeil went around the end and scored the touchdown to put the Jets up by 10, he said the Jets have won this game. The Jets are moving on to the AFC Championship game. Charlie Steiner, look it up. He did. He said it. He said it. And he was interviewed about why he would say that when there was still like 3 minutes and change left in the game. He said the Browns hadn't scored 10 points the entire game. They were going to score it in the last, under 4 minutes left with like 3 and change left. They're all of a sudden going to score 10 points against that defense. Yep, because we have guys that just don't know what they're doing and aren't game awareness like Mark Gastineau. But if you watch the hit, Gastineau gets all the blame, which he should get a lot of it. But Darrell Ray, number 28, was also in on that hit. Except Darrell Ray wasn't as well known as Mark Gastineau. It's probably why he got away with it. And I'm saying it's Darrell Ray. It might have been Lester Lyles for all I know. One of these secondary guys on the Jets was in on that hit as well. So, yeah, I remember a little bit about that. Way back, I just seen that no team has won a Super Bowl from being 0-2 at the start of the season. Is that right? No one's ever done it. I think the only team that started a season out and even made the playoffs after 0-3 was I think the San Diego Chargers they're the LA Chargers now, but at the time they were the San Diego Chargers. I think they were the only ones that made the Super Bowl. Let's take a look at something on that way back. Got me thinking on something right now way back, but I don't know if I'm right. I'm not just going to say something on here and it's not correct. I think the Chargers were the only team. Yeah, way back. Okay, yep. Okay, way back. There's 4 teams that's made the Super Bowl after an 0-2 start. There was a team that won it. It was the Cowboys in 93. The Cowboys in 93 started the season 0-2, and they won the Super Bowl. They beat the Buffalo Bills. So there was a team. I wasn't sure. I thought there was one. I thought the Chargers had made the Super Bowl, not won it because they lost to the 49ers in 95. But I wasn't sure either, man. It was the Cowboys. The Cowboys did way back. They started 93 0-2, and they won the Super Bowl. Third period underway. Pittsburgh's still up. Obviously still up. You don't score in between periods. So it's 2-1 Pittsburgh. The Rangers are in the Pittsburgh zone right now, trying to tie this game up. Bruin, welcome back, way back. Oh, wait. Derek, I was in the Air Force Basic for the fake spike play. Oh, the Dan Marino fake spike. Derek, do you remember who he did that on? Do you remember who the cornerback was that got burnt on that? Great save by Halak. Great save by Halak. Wow. That's a save right there. Now, that's veteran goalie right there, man. Beautiful save by Halak. He had Zucker standing right in front of him. Zucker whiffed on the pass a little bit, and then that was it. Great play. Derek, injury prone. Yeah, he is. Big time, Jimmy G. Yep. Way back. Got dodgy internet this morning, I think. That's okay, way back. In the basement. Screwing up internet's always happen. It happens to me in here all the time. You know it. Everybody knows it in here, man. We get basement technical difficulties. Derek, same with Lamar, injuries. Yes, Lamar has been injured in the last 2 seasons. He's missed 40% of his games. I know that's accurate because I just read that yesterday. He's missed 40% of his games the last 2 seasons. Now, he's been injured a lot too. Lamar's another one. The thing with Lamar is what he can bring to the table, and you can get him for a long time. His injuries have been a concern, but remember, Lamar's going to come to a team now. He doesn't have any receivers in Baltimore. So kind of like Josh Allen, everything's on Lamar's back. He's got to be the entire offense. Now, if he comes to the Jets, the injuries may be cut down a little bit because you're going to have Breece Hall at running back. You got Garrett Wilson at wide receiver. Elijah Moore is a great receiver, just not utilized correctly this season. So he's going to have some players. Lamar's going to have a different atmosphere around him on the Jets. So I know what you're saying, though. He wants a 5-year guaranteed deal, though. That's the other thing that I read. That's going to be tough to sell because we won't be able to keep a lot of these young players down the road. You know what's going to be funny is when Jimmy G and Tannehill are like the only great quarterbacks remaining. If Lamar stays with the Ravens, let's say it comes to Tannehill or Jimmy G with the quarterback desperate teams out there, those guys are going to be overpaid. Well overpaid. Another shot. Saved by Jari, man. Shot by Schneider, almost by the blue line. Save on Jari. That's going to be interesting as well. I'm shipping up to Boston. Welcome for a minute there, Bruin. I thought that was you that switched it to a Bruin profile pic, man. I thought that was you for a minute, but no, it's really somebody else. I'm shipping up to Boston. What's up, man? Love your videos reacting to the AFL. Thank you, man. I appreciate it, man. I'm going through it, brother. I'm going through it, learning the game, having a great time. I'm going to be doing a lot of AFL. A lot of AFL is coming, man. Please subscribe, hit the bell notice, and hit that like button for me. I'm just going to call you Boston. That's pretty easy, right? We'll call you Boston. No one else is here known by that. We got a Bruin in here and a Boston. How about that? So good stuff, man. Thanks for popping in here, man. Derek, that season was getting me prepared for a life of heartbreak for sure. Yeah, man. That's all false hopes and dreams. The Jets have had defenses that should have at least made the Super Bowl. 2008, the Jets secondary. 2009, the Jets secondary. Darrelle Revis, Lito Shepherd. Those were our corners. Those guys gave up 8 passing touchdowns the whole season. Only 8 passing touchdowns from week 1 through the AFC Championship game. Teams like that, defenses like that, make Super Bowls. We don't. The sack exchange. Klecko, Gassino, Abdul Salam, Marty Lyons. Get front 4 like that, don't make the Super Bowl. 1980, the year before they started recording sacks, the Jets front 4 had 66.5 sacks. Oh, get that in. Shoot it. Man, what a save by Jari. Our fourth line, VC, Tyler Mott, Barkley Goodrow. On the rush, these guys have been putting up the most pressure on Jari this whole game. Not our other lines. Our fourth line has been putting all the pressure on. Our rushes have been strong. Tristan Jari and net for the Penguins just been playing off the wall today. We got Kreider, Vinny, and Kane out there right now. Kreider, Trocheck, and Vinny. So he's switching up the lines as we're going on here. He's trying everything in here. Kane, bring it up in front. Kane took a shot on net. Jari saves it. He's going back again. Adam Fox dumps it back to Kane. No, he kept it. That was a good fake. It faked me out too. Let's go, guys. You're all in front of the net. Somebody score, man. Let's go. Kane, another shot. Missed the net. Penguins clear it. Tried to clear it out. Fox got it at mid-ice, bringing it back up. I got a feeling the Rangers are going to score here. Kreider. We got our big guns out here. Come on, man. Jari, another. They're not taking good shit. They're not moving the puck around well enough here. Not moving around the puck well enough here. They're taking shots, but they're more solo shots. There's no real one-timer setups. What happened to the old Panarin to Mika setups, man? Kreider tried a one-timer finally across the Vinny, but it was too obvious. It's too obvious. That was not a good one-timer. It took too long to develop. Yo, Johnny, I'm going to be one of the biggest AFL games this season. You're going to one of the biggest AFL games this season. That should be Anzac Day, as I understand it. Anzac Day. Isn't that Collingwood versus Essendon? This is my first AFL season, so I'm going to make some mistakes. I know about 75% of what's going on. 75%. But if you're saying you're going to one of the biggest games, from what I understand, the biggest game is Anzac Day. The Anzac Day game is the biggest one. So that must be the one you're referring to. If not, then I'm wrong. Let's go, Rangers, bringing it up. Way back, did anyone watch the – I didn't see it. I didn't see it way back. I don't know if somebody else in here might have. Schneider over to Harper. Just take a shot. Come on, guys. Let's go. We got big guns out there, man. Let's move this puck around and take some shots, man. Look like a real team out there. Another shot right on Jari, man. They're shooting it right at him. Boston, yeah, Collingwood versus Essendon. All right, great. Way back, Anzac Day. Yep. Oh, okay, way back got that. Oh, well, he should know that anyway, right? Yes, Derek. Aaron Glenn, are one of the Jets' better cover corners in his day. He was the one. He was the rookie on that team. Remember, the secondary back then had Ronnie Lott was a safety. Ronnie Lott was our safety. James Hasty was our other cornerback, and Aaron Glenn. And Brian Washington was the other safety. Brian Washington, Ronnie Lott, James Hasty, Aaron Glenn. Aaron Glenn's the one that bid on that, and he was a rookie. He bid on that one. He bid on Dan Marino's fake spike, and what happened after that? We lost the next 5 games in a row and missed the playoffs. I think we ended up missing the playoffs. That was a battle for first place that year. That was 94. That was a battle for first place, and we ended up losing the rest of the games after that. 14:40 left in the third period. Rangers trying to make something happen here. Trying. Kako, we're up around the net again. Are they going to do like one-timers, or are they going to continue to shoot it right at the goalie, which really, when you shoot it right at the goalie, this is all you got to do. Save, 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 save. I mean, like, he doesn't have to do anything. They're not making him work. The way you score on a goalie is you make him work side to side, make him go to this end, back to this end, back to this end. Because when you stretch the goalie out, when people wonder how could a goalie give up a goal between his legs, that's how it happens. Because when you're stretching the goalie out, making him play on this side, then you get into puck movement. He's got to follow back to this side, follow back to this side. Then eventually, when he comes back to this side, see, you're stretching the goalie out. The legs stretch out. Boom, right between the legs. You can get him up top. You have all these points that are open. But when you're shooting it right at him, what is that doing? Nothing. Making it easy saves. We're making his job easy. Where are we here? Glenn, Aaron Glenn. Yes, got that. About 100,000 fans. Yeah, I know. That's insanity. 100,000. Shot again. How did you? We're getting off a lot of shots now. There's not effective shots. They're not effective. Yeah. You know what's funny? With all our stars on this team, who am I seeing the most out here right now? Our fourth line. Vesey, Goodrow. What a move by Jimmy Vesey there, too, man. What a move. Good defense, though, by the Penguins. We're seeing Vesey, Goodrow, and Tyler Mott. That's our fourth line. And Gallant has them out there repeatedly. Why? They're the only line that's putting any pressure on the goalie at all. Our best rush is coming from our fourth line. And by the way, as I said earlier, these aren't your normal fourth line guys. These guys would be second line on a lot of teams. Third line at the worst. But on the Rangers, we're so stacked that they're a fourth line. But they're putting the most pressure on. Of all the stars we have on this team, our fourth line's putting the most pressure on Jari and the Penguins. So Gallant is riding that for the fans and the people that are wondering why isn't Kane and Tarasenko and Kreider and Mika and Panarin? How come we're not seeing more of them right now? They're not putting any pressure. Not like the fourth line is. So that's where we're at right now. Just cut the commercial. Boston, way back. Are you from? Yeah, he's an Aussie. Way back. Yep, from Melbourne. Boston, nice. Oh, wow. Okay. Boston, you're an Aussie also. All right, we got another Aussie in the basement. That's what I'm talking about. Good, man. The Boston thing we got to work on, but you're okay with the rest. It's all right. We got Bruin in here. Bruin's a Boston fan. Who you support way back? Boston's a Collingwood guy. Collingwood. Quick, another cellar dweller accounted for. Quick, in the basement. What's up, Quick? Good to see you in here, bro. quick, I'll be on tonight for the Knicks and the Lakers also, man. So look out for that. Boston, I wish you all the best for your Brizzy Lions, Johnny. Thanks, Boston. I appreciate it, man. Going in my first AFL season. I'm supporting a good team. That's what I'm told. They remind me of the Jets right now. Not the Jets history, the Jets right now. The Lions brought in good veterans. They brought in good young players like Ashcroft, man. He has a chance. He has a great chance of being great in the league. I know not just because his father was great, but I know enough that the Lions look like the Jets. They've been down for a little while. They're coming back, bringing in great veteran additions, great additions through the draft. Like the Jets have. The Jets have had a great draft. They got good veterans coming in. They land Aaron Rodgers or Lamar Jackson. Somebody watch out. So I feel the Lions have that team that looks to be a real serious contender. So I want to be part of a team that's up and coming and building their way toward greatness for the next few years. So I didn't want to pick up a total rebuild team, and I didn't want to pick up a team that just won the finals. You know what I mean? Like that's why I couldn't pick Geelong or Sydney, because they were just in the finals. I didn't want to pick a team that easy to where it's like, oh, they won the final. You know what I mean? I didn't want to look like a bandwagoner. That's what we call it here, bandwagons. Another save, another shot right on the goalie. I just don't know what I'm watching here. So, yeah, I'm excited. Boss. It's going to be an interesting season for me. I'm going to make mistakes. I'm going to get things right. I'm going to find a good routine. Once the season starts and as it continues to go on, I'll be able to find good routines and see what works and what doesn't work. So this is going to be an interesting first season for me in the AFL. Way back is a Hawthorne Hawk. Yep. Good stuff. Let's go Rangers. Yes, let's go Rangers, Boston. That's right. It's funny saying that. Let's go Rangers, Boston. Isn't that funny? Because you wouldn't think you'd hear that. Let's go. Let's go. Come on, Mika, stay on him, man. Let's get another goal here. Can we get another goal out of this team with all these names on it? What's going on? I'm telling you, this reminds me of the Yankees in August, man. Thankfully, it's not that bad, but a team of superstars that just can't get it going right now. Come on, Panarin. Come on. Let's find a way to win this game. Lost the handle. Panarin lost the handle. Another player you don't expect to say that about. So tonight we have Kreider and Panarin that couldn't handle the puck. Like, those are names you would never expect to hear that from. Like, you just don't. Saying Panarin can't handle the puck, be saying like Kyrie Irving lost the handle on the ball when he's dribbling it. Like that's just, you just don't hear that. You don't hear that. Rangers icing, 11:30 left in the third period, 2-1 Pittsburgh right now. And because we're in the basement, hopefully we can go to overtime. The Rangers got to score and take the lead for us to win. So right now we might have to be Johnny overtimes. And I got another game to do tonight. I hope it doesn't do that. Ha! Rock, dinner is ready. Dinner is ready. Mrs. Basement said dinner is ready. I will have that after this game. Dinner's ready. Latest cellar dwellers. All right, Rock, honey, I'll see you in a little bit before the Knicks come on. I want dinner. I want to eat. See you for the Knicks game. Rock has dinner ready. Boston, new to the basement. Ray Castoldi needs to play. Let's go Rangers to fire them up. Yes, he does. Yes, he does. Yep, Rock, we'll see you. Mrs. Basement, see you for the Knicks game, and I can't wait to eat dinner. Oh, man, I can't wait. Someone just got laid out on Pittsburgh. He is out, down on the ice. Kreider, shoot it. Yes. Yes. Finally. Finally. Got the goal we needed. Finally, Kreider made up for mishandling the puck earlier and missing that wide open net. Kreider just made up for it. Just made up for it. You're not used to saying names like Kreider can't handle the puck. He made up for his mistake. We're all human. It happens. Even professionals can screw up at times, man. But wow. Wow. We fired him up. Fired him up. It was the Ray Castoldi name. It was the Ray Castoldi name. Fired him up. Anybody new in the base, subscribe, bell notice, like button. Everybody else, like button. Where'd everybody go? Is everybody upstairs eating dinner? That's right, boss. Let's go, Range. Let's go. Let's go. Malkin got laid out, and I see why now. Malkin cheap shot at Vinny. He cross-checked Vinny in the back. Vinny went right after him and cross-checked Malkin right back. Good for you, Vinny. That's what you do, and no penalties were called. See? That's the referees letting them play hockey. Evangeline Malkin just cross-checked Vinny in the back into the boards. Vinny got up, went after Malkin, and cross-checked him in the back and laid him out. And Malkin, being the baby that he is, looking at the refs. Hey, babies. Great players, Hall of Famer. Evangeline Malkin's a definite Hall of Famer, but he's been a crybaby his whole career. Bruin, you are still here. I thought you went upstairs to have dinner. Rock said dinner's ready. I thought you were there. I thought everybody went up there. No, I haven't heard from anybody in a while. Flip, welcome into the basement, man. Another cellar dweller accounted for. Flip is eating breakfast right now. Yeah. Another Aussie representing the basement, eating breakfast. Well, we're ready to eat dinner. Yo, Bruin, reckon we will win the cup. Hey, Bruin, there's your other Boston buddy. There you go. You got a Boston buddy in here, Bruin. Yep, what's up, Flip? Yep, Flip's in here. What's up, morning? Flip will be back on. This game's almost over. Well, we might go to overtime because every game I do seems to go to overtime. It's 2-2, 10:20 left in the third period. And Flip, I'll be back on for the Knick game in a couple of hours. Let's go. So now I want the Rangers to win this. This can't go to overtime. I have enough time to eat my dinner and come back and do a Knicks game. I don't want to be rushing. I don't want to be shoveling food down so I get back for the Knick game. So no overtimes, Rangers. Win this game in regulation. I know Pittsburgh wants us to go to overtime. Pittsburgh needs that point more than the Rangers need it. Pittsburgh really needs that point. They're in a battle right now with the Sabres, the Islanders, all battling for that 8th slot, for that playoff spot. Yep. It's for a playoff spot. Look at Malkin whining and crying his way back to the bench, Malkin, even though he just did the same thing to Vinny. He did the same thing to Vinny. He cross-checked Vinny in the back, put him into the boards, and now he's crying because Vinny went back and did it to him. Well, guess what? That's what happens, man. Just because you're a future first ballot Hall of Famer doesn't mean another player is not going to come after you cheap shot at him. Too bad. Vinny Trocheck is a really good player, really good veteran. Yeah, he's not a Malkin, but still in all, he's going to come back at you, man. You're going to cheap shot us, we'll cheap shot you. And I love that the referees let it happen. They saw it, and they let it happen on both sides. I love it. They didn't call a penalty on either guy. And both were penalty worthy, and neither one got called for it. I love it. You let them play the game. So Boston says the Bruin, you guys reckon we'll win the cup? Morning Dwellers, a Flip. Bruin, I'm pretty confident, Boston. Johnny Overtimes, Flip, don't wish it on me. The Rangers tied it up. I want them to win in regulation. I want to eat my dinner without rushing. John, I'll tell you what. Boston, Johnny, you're a good stream for Australians because it's only morning. Yeah, I know. I've learned that. I try to drop videos and live stream at times where I know it's night for me and morning for you guys. That works out great when I'm doing a Friday night game and it's morning for you guys. And it's a holiday in Melbourne today. So as Flex said, when I do the Knicks game, you guys are going to be able to see it on KO. You're going to be able to see it on KO at noon, your time, noon. It'll be 9 o'clock here. So you're on the road today, Flip. Just dropped in to say hello and hit the like button. Thank you, Flip. I appreciate it, man. Thanks for the support. Valix, another cellar dweller accounted for. Valix in the basement. What's up, Valix? Thanks for coming in supporting, brother. So New York time suits Australia unless it's early afternoon. Right. I think that's what I found out. Early afternoon is hard. Later in the evening is better because it's early morning for you guys. That's like when I do the games for the AFL this year, Boston. I'm going to be doing. I can't do the games that are going to be 1 and 2 in the morning here. I can't live stream a game at 2 in the morning here. That's not going to happen. I'll do a review of those kind of games. But if it's 6, 7 in the morning, that I could do. 7 in the morning. 6. There's some games here that'll start at 6 in the morning. That's fine with me. That I can do. Shoot it! Oh, right around the net again. Come on, Rangers. Dig deep. Dig deep and win this game in regulation. Dig deep. Come on. Valix, why are we always playing like this? I know. We were talking about this earlier, Valix. We were talking about this in here earlier. The Rangers have been slow starts, slow games, and it's because we got 2 new superstars on the team and the young players on the Rangers. I really feel not Kreider, not Panarin. I'm not talking about them. They're veterans. They've been around. Not Vinny. They've been around. I'm talking about the young guys like Lafreniere and Kreider. Hedel and Kakko. The young players probably feel intimidated that they have to start passing to Patrick Kane and Tarasenko because these guys are superstars. And Kane's a first ballot Hall of Famer when it comes. I think these young guys feel pressure to pass to them, even if the pass doesn't work. And they're not being told to do that by anybody. I just think they're pressuring themselves to do it. And I think that's what's going on right now. And someone's really got to tell. That's why Gallant's switching the lines up constantly during the games. He's just switching lines during the games. He's got to find something that's going to start working. That's what's going on. But I really think the young guys feel a little bit intimidated by all these older, great superstars on the team now. So they seem a little out of sync. They're winning ugly. The last 2 wins we had have been ugly wins, man. They've been ugly wins, Valix, but at least they were wins. But still, I know what you're saying, man. But I'm going to say, Valix, what I've been telling everybody else. When this clicks, the whole league's going to know when the Rangers start clicking. Watch out. When this team really goes on fire, because it's going to happen. It's going to happen. Coming up, Vinny, shoot it! Come on. Good steal, Keandre. What are you talking about? That wasn't a penalty. How's that a penalty? Hold on a second. Wait. 1 second, guys. I'm trying to see what's going on. I have no idea what was wrong with Keandre poking that puck away from Cross. What was the problem there? Was there somebody offsides and I missed it? Because there's no penalty, so someone had to have been offsides. Something happened. I missed it. I don't even see it on a replay. Like, what was the problem? Flip, good time for me. I just work 3 to 4 hours a day. Wow. Who's 3 to 4 hours a day? What are you, a professional baseball player or something? They work 3 to 4 hours a day and make a few million for the game. I'm exaggerating, but not by much. Boston, I got to go, man. Enjoy your night. Hey, thanks for dropping in. Boston. Appreciate it. Look forward to seeing you in here again, man. You got plenty of your Aussie brethrens in here, and we'll be back on in a couple hours if you want to drop in later on, man. Flip, retired from the grind now. It's just a little Uber for this old boy. Ha! You're Ubering. All right. Flip, you're Ubering. I get it now. I get it, man. Good stuff. Good stuff, man. Anthony, another cellar dweller accounted for. Another Aussie in the basement. Anthony, what's going on, man? Good morning back to you. Raleigh driving now to get parking, Johnny. Go Knicks. Raleigh going to be at the Knicks-Lakers game. Good for you, man. We will be looking for you, man. Going to be looking for you, brother. Good stuff, Raleigh. Enjoy that game, man. It's 2 hours away. The Rangers trying to avoid overtime, I'm hoping, because I want to eat my dinner. Fox clearing it out. Goodrow, we got the fourth line out there again, guys. Fourth line, Goodrow, Vesey, and Tyler Mott. Guys are bringing a lot of good rush, a lot of good pressure, man. Hopefully we can squeeze another goal in here. Tripping! I think he just got tripped, man. Am I being a little biased? Probably. But that's okay. Read that, Raleigh. I was thinking it was the Knicks game. Anthony, the Knicks. No, it's the Rangers right now, Anthony. The Knicks come on. Whatever your time is right now, the Knicks come on in 2 hours and 15 minutes and probably a little bit later than that because it's on ESPN, and ESPN likes to talk for 5 days about the game coming up. They take forever. ESPN drags out every game. They really do. They drag games out. They make them as long as possible. So anyway, the Knicks, they say it starts at 9 o'clock. It probably won't start till like 9:10, 9:15. Most likely, I'm just judging how ESPN, not just basketball, does any game. Go, come, we're right there. Come on. 4:45 left in the third period. Hopefully in the game, if the Rangers could score there, man, we're all over the net. Yep, Anthony, we're just working through the Ranger game here, man. We're just working through the Ranger game here, Anthony, but I appreciate you dropping in and hitting that like button, man. We're just cruising along here on a late Sunday afternoon. That's it, cruising along, waiting for this game to hopefully turn out to be another Ranger win. Even though it's an ugly one, we'll take it. We'll take it. Flip, I'll check it out. Be nice to watch you while you commentate. Thanks. I'm glad you enjoy my off-the-wall commentating, man. I'm all over the place. That's how it goes in the basement. That's how we do it. But, yeah, the Rangers really, really need to pull a win out here. They really need to get their stuff together. They really need to start taking leads and taking aggression in these games and take some leads, man. We're behind in, like, every game. It feels like we're always behind. It feels like we're always behind, doesn't it? It's crazy, but it's true. It feels like we're always behind. And since we've got all these superstars on the team, it just feels like we shouldn't be coming out and being down 1-0 like right away. Then we tie it, then go down 2-1. Then we go tie it again 2-2. This is what we're in right now, tied 2-2, but have never had the lead in this game. Have always been playing catch-up. This seems to be the trend that we've been doing the past few games. Granted, these are against better teams. Pittsburgh's a good team. Buffalo is a good team. Canadians aren't a good team. We had to go all the way to a shootout to beat them. I just don't like – I don't like the way it's been looking right now, but I know it's going to all come together. See, that's why when I say I don't like the way it's looking right now, it doesn't mean I don't like all the trades that we've gotten. I love them. I'm just waiting for it to start taking off. That's what I'm waiting for. But the trades themselves – there's Ranger fans out there that said they should have never ruined the chemistry by trading for these guys. That's ridiculous. These are the same fans that wanted these trades. And these guys aren't even on – neither one. Kane's not even in – he doesn't even have 5 games. This is his 5th game as a Ranger. That's it. Are you supposed to score a hat trick in every game? Should he have 3 goals every game and Tarasenko have 2 or 3 goals every game? We should be playing better than this, though. That much I will give. We should be playing better than this. Because we have our own superstars before they even came here. Mika, Panarin, Kreider, Vinny, for instance. We already have our own superstars on offense. Here we go. 3:50 left in the third period. If the Rangers can score here, I don't want Pittsburgh to score, but if the Rangers can score here, we can end the game without going to overtime. Manav is back. Coley scored 186 last night in cricket, Anthony. There you go, Anthony. You got a cricket update from Manav. All right, so we got third period here. Halak, good save. Let's go, Rangers. Let's go. Start shining, showing off these new players you got in this new, system. Let's go. Pittsburgh down in our end now. 3:10 left in the third. I'm saying in the third and not in the game because I already know this is going to go to overtime. I know it. I'm Johnny Overtimes. Knicks, Rangers, they all go to overtime. They go to overtime more times when I call the games than they don't. It's crazy, but it's true. Anthony Manav, yes, he's playing so well. On the cricket stuff. You have anybody new in here, please subscribe. Bell notice, hit that like button. Keep the basement rolling. Aiming for 5,000 subs. Tarasenko. Mika. Bad pass. Pittsburgh intercepts it, bringing it back up. Crosby. Shot on Halak. Halak, oh, thank goodness he saved it. It came at Halak, it hit him low, and then he looked down like he wasn't sure if he even had the puck, but he has it. He has it. Save there. All right. Crosby. Yeah, Halak had it. It didn't even go through. It's like it hit his lower pad. He's got it. He's got it. All right, so we got 2:21 left in the third period. Pittsburgh has 30 shots on net. The Rangers have 27 shots on net. Both teams are taking a ton of shots. Both goalies are playing really well. Pittsburgh is all over our zone right now. We got to clear it out of here, being Johnny Obvious now. See, I have different hats. Johnny Basement, Johnny Obvious, and Johnny Overtimes. Got 3 hats. Come on, let's go. Less than 2 minutes left in the third period before we go to overtime. Come on, Rangers, prove me wrong and score. Come on, Kako. Come on, right in front. Let's go. Yo, what's with the check in the back, ref? Where are your eyes at? Penguins right now and Islanders are both tied for the last spot of the playoffs in the wild card. The Penguins are 7 points behind the Rangers, and they're tied with the Islanders. They both have 76 points, and I hate both teams almost equally. I hate the Islanders more than I hate anybody. Let's go. We're facing off in Pittsburgh's zone. Vinny's facing off against Carter right now. Save Halak. Come on. Pittsburgh went right down the ice with the puck. Let's go, Kreider. Come on. Bring it up. Ah, he got stolen. What is up with our... Good. Let's go, Kane. Kane saved by Jari. Both goalies are on point. We got 1 minute left in the third period before we go to overtime. Oh, they stopped the clock. It's actually a minute 4. Unless the Rangers can find a way to score here. Penguins win the faceoff, back down to the Rangers zone. Now it's under a minute to go. Here we go. Rangers bringing it up. Let's go, guys. Let's go. 50 seconds. Penguins bringing it back up. Stolen. Switch on transition. Great save by Halak. Pittsburgh had a great rush on transition. 35 seconds left in the third period before we go to overtime. I'm going to keep saying it because I've been saying it since there's been 10 minutes left in the third. Puck went out of play into the stands. 21.9, basically 22 seconds left in the third period. Come on, man. You can't do that, Keandre. And I'm noticing not just him. Not just Keandre. I mean, I've noticed Adam Fox doing it. I've noticed Truba did it. The Rangers, when we're on a rush, our defensive guy, they come up too close. And that's why breakaways happen like that from Pittsburgh and any other team when it does happen. Our defenders are up too close. So when the puck gets stolen, now a guy gets behind it. You can't let them get behind our defense. Going to overtime, officially going to overtime. 2-2, going to overtime. Be right back, guys, before the overtime starts. Give me 2 minutes, guys, 2 minutes. Johnny Overtimes. Going back, be right back. All right, guys, here we go. Overtime, getting ready to start. 3-on-3, and hopefully we don't have to go to a shootout and we can just win it right now. We got Panarin, Mika, and Fox out there. They got Crosby, Carter. The TV went off. I can't see who else they have out there, Pittsburgh. But Panarin bringing it up. Shoot it! Panarin, Mika, and Fox are out there right now. Overtime, 4:40, 5-minute overtimes before you go to a shootout, unless we score here. You got Gunsel, Crosby, and Letang out for Pittsburgh. Gunsel, Crosby, and Letang. Come on, guys, let's go. Mika passing to Panarin. Shoot the puck. Overtime in the basement. Yes, Flip, overtime again. That's why we got a penalty on the Rangers coming up. So they're pulling their goalie right now, Pittsburgh, and they got a 4-on-3 on us right now. So good. The Rangers are in overtime the way they started the game. Penalties. Tripping. Who tripped? I didn't even see it. Panarin. Who did Panarin trip? Oh, he did. He tripped him. I saw it. He tripped Malkin. Panarin was on the ground. He was on the ground. He's down here. And Malkin started to skate away. And Panarin on the ground stuck his stick out. He did. He stuck it right out and tripped him. Blatantly tripped him. Can't complain there. I mean, I can't say it wasn't true. It is true. So, Pittsburgh, there's 3:48 left in overtime. Pittsburgh has one-man advantage over us now. It's going to be a 4-on-3. Pittsburgh has a man advantage. So like I said, just like we started the first period where we did back-to-back-to-back penalties, trying to help out the Penguins as much as we can to get a goal, we're doing it again right now. 3-on-3, Panarin, of all people, has to trip somebody. Like, you're a veteran, dude. You're in the league a long time. You know what's going on. You're aware of the game. What are you doing? Like, where's your head? Where's your head? And you're tripping one of the biggest babies in the game, Malkin. They're going to call that because Malkin will cry all day if they don't. I'm talking about the player here. I'm not talking about the player. He's a Hall of Famer, but man, he's one of the biggest babies out there. Let's go. 4-on-3, Pittsburgh. Come on, man. Kill this off. Find a way, guys. Got Gunsel, Letang, Malkin, and Crosby out there. Come on, guys. Come on, guys. No! There you go. Rangers gave this game away. There you go. Gave the game away. Stupid penalty by Panarin. Really stupid penalty. That's letting your emotions get involved in the game because Malkin and them have been going back and forth the whole game. You let your emotions take over. What do? You blatantly trip them with your stick. Like it was an obvious trip by Panarin. And what happens? They put out all their Hall of Famers on the ice, and they score almost instantly with a man advantage. You're going to get Chris Letang, Malkin, and Crosby out on the ice with a one-man advantage over us. And what do you think is going to happen? Goal right off the bat. There you go. Good job, Rangers. Good job, Panarin. Good job, Panarin. One of my favorite Rangers on the team. Great player. Really dumb mistake there. He let his pride get in the way of the game. Dumb trip results in a goal. There you go. Desperation. Yep. Same for Crosby. Right, Bruin. Same for Crosby. He's just as much a baby as Malkin is. Both of them are first ballot Hall of Famers, 3-time champions. Both of them. They're both big babies. Both of them. They are. 100%. I agree with that all the way. Guys, I'm going to go eat my dinner. I'm coming back on in 2 hours for the Knicks versus the Lakers. Knicks versus Lakers. Double dip. Double header in the basement today, guys. Double dip in the basement, guys. I'm Johnny Basement. If you're new in here, don't forget, subscribe, bell notice, like button. I'll see you guys in 2 hours for the Knicks versus the Lakers. That should be a fun game tonight. I'll see you guys literally in a couple hours. Johnny Basement, I am out.